Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of That One Piece Talk. My name is Larry.
Sam.
Lawrence and Lino, and this is That One Piece Talk, where we talk One Piece. Woo! What up, y'all? How y'all doing?
How are you doing, man?
I'm doing well.
If y'all didn't know, it is the Godfather, the Don
Don't say those things.
of That One Piece Talk's birthday today, Larry Simmons. I don't know why I said your last
Why you gotta say my life? Now people are gonna be able to search me
I
up.
don't know why I did that. But it is his
Crazy.
birthday today. So we're going to dedicate today to him and all he's done for us. But I'm excited for this, man.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Fortunately, the twins couldn't make it. But we here. And it's going to be a good time.
It is gonna be a good time. You should apologize to Marv for not inviting him to the party.
Yo, listen,
You should, bro.
Marv.
They threw a surprise party. And Sebastian was like, you know what, yo? Larry has a lot of friends.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to invite most of them.
Yo, bro, listen.
Emotional damage.
I invited a lot of people.
Marv was sitting at home, not doing nothing.
I don't know what Marv was doing.
Listen, bro, he
Did
was
we confirm
appreciating
that?
his quiet time.
Yeah,
But
I
he
don't know.
might have stepped out for a few seconds, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. I figured... Marv, I'll be honest, I apologize. I didn't think to invite you. That's my
Thank
fault.
you. Yeah, that's very mature
You
of
feel
you.
me?
I forgive you, bro.
That's my bad. I figured you'd see him today, I guess. I don't know, maybe that's the recesses of my mind was thinking. I don't know.
Yeah.
But my bad. My fault.
Yeah, it's all right, man. Thank you, though. Thank you to everybody that wished me happy birthday as well. Appreciate you guys. It was a lot of fun. We had a lot of good times.
Yeah, it was definitely a good time.
Yeah, I was laughing. I was talking way too much. I ain't eat. I drank too much.
Drinking too much.
Yeah.
Making announcements about your birthday days prior to
Yeah,
the day
man.
itself.
I knew. Yo, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I didn't remember doing that, bro.
Yeah.
I was just like, let it rock.
It was bad, bro.
Yeah.
You had the mods thinking it was your birthday. I'm like, yo, it's not his birthday.
You gotta be unpredictable sometimes, right?
Terrible.
No. Okay. Anyway, yo, this week's One Piece break week, dog.
Yeah, it is.
There's no One Piece today. I have no intention of looking at the anime. I thought I would. I thought we would, but like I don't have any desire to. So my bad. But that just means we're gonna be able to take a lot of fan calls. So if you guys are new to the show, we have a Discord. Join our Discord, and we have a call waiting room. And since there's no One Piece chapter and we don't do the anime, most likely we're just going to go crazy with fan Discord calls after we read super chats. For the people that are sending super chats, thank you so much. You have no idea how much we appreciate all of the support that you show us. So sometimes we read it when it's organic, but if we're stuck mid-convo or mid-debate, you're just going to have to wait for us to read it. And that's it. Don't think we're not gonna read it though. But that's really the agenda today. Oh, and I have a One Piece theory.
Okay.
I have a One Piece theory. It's like actually pretty dope. So I would say after we do a couple of the super chats,
Okay.
I'll do my One Piece theory, and then we'll get to fan phone calls, and we'll just hear from everybody. So that's about it. But other than that, let's say what's up to chat. I'm dying.
You good? You're not supposed to call off on your birthday, bro.
Is that like facts? Is that bad juju?
I don't know if I just made that up, but I feel like it's real.
My life! Like, I think about that all the time I hear that.
But I see a whole bunch of people in chat. So I see Wade Fink, Twilight Straw Hat, Oseo Montoya, Dopey, Project Nemesis, KSG2, Twilight. I said Twilight already. Hunchy Host, Sam Lopez, Wise Life Jody, Ciandre Williams, Ellis Milton, Antonio Freeman, Left Lane John Wayne, Sinowince Toji, Daryl Lawrence, Esoto 1991, David Rep, King Ray, Truth, Frank Vielma, Riasat, Chowdhury, Poda Jesus, Wade Fink, Nice Guy Eddie, Young Lou, The Zom Killer, Austin Hart, Jonah C. Kairu, Figureland Shampoo, Cinna, Ravenstorm, Patty Melts, James Hudson, Pig's in the building, what up, Pig? Luis Lopez, Superman 40, Jimmy Hunga, Just so many. Hit that like button if you haven't already. For the boy, it is Larry's birthday today. I just want to remind y'all one more time. I'm probably do that like 20 times before the end of the stream.
Don DeMarco. All right, so what we're going to do right now, we're going to do the commercial break.
Okay.
Just to get it out the way so we don't have to do it later. And then we'll start reading super chats. So, and that also gives some time for everybody to keep showing up because everybody knows we go live at 6 o'clock. But there are some stragglers, like we go up to like, a certain amount. So, Marv, if you could do that real quick. Hello, Nakama. Have you ever browsed the internet and come across a sketchy site that had a video of the thickest Latina you have ever seen? Well, I have. Have you wanted to click, but you couldn't trust it? Listen. I've been you at that moment plenty of times. I couldn't trust the hackers and loopers, the government, or even our internet service providers because I knew they'd be spying on your boy. I wanted something on my phone, computer, and tablet to protect me. Who am I to deny myself the desserts of life? But who are they to know how long I watched that video? Here's the thing. At TOPT, we are now affiliated with NordVPN. It's an application that hides your IP address and online activity and helps you stay safe on public Wi-Fis. You also can connect up to 10 devices at once. NordVPN is available on all devices, bro. With our link, you can receive up to 69% off the first 2 years outright. They do have 3 plans, and each plan has its unique features. We wouldn't link up with a company if it wasn't worth it, believe me. Sign up now, Nakama, and protect yourselves from these online Gorosei members. Much love.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp.
Have you been struggling lately? Maybe having difficulty sleeping, struggling with a relationship, or suffering from low self-esteem?
Listen, I've been there. We have been there.
If so, then today's BetterHelp wants to help you.
BetterHelp offers licensed therapists who are trained and here to help you out.
Talk to your therapist in a private online environment at your own convenience.
There's a broad range of expertise in BetterHelp's 20,000 therapist network that gives you access to help that may not be available in your area.
You just fill out a questionnaire and it's as simple as that, guys, to help with your specific needs and then get you matched with a therapist under 48 hours.
After that, you schedule a secure video or phone session. Plus, you can exchange unlimited messages and everything you share is confidential.
We signed up for different reasons, and to be honest, it's legit. It helped us out a ton.
You can request a different therapist at any point with no additional charge anytime.
Join the 2+ million people who took charge of their mental health with an experienced BetterHelp therapist.
This offer goes out to all our That One Piece Talk Nakama. You get 10% off your first month at betterhelp.com/TOPT.
That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/TOPT.
Thanks to BetterHelp for sponsoring this episode.
You know what? I just realized.
What'd you realize?
Your birthday is the 14th,
Uh-huh.
and like tax day is the 15th. So like the Larry tax has been
Come on,
inception,
bro.
bro.
Why
Like
did you
since
say that,
the
bro?
beginning,
Say
bro.
that, bro.
Since the beginning, bro.
Stop, bro.
Since the beginning, bro. But
The conspiracy theorist now. Yeah, but let's get to super chats, man.
Yeah, we got a couple super chats waiting. Thank you guys so much for your patience. I see $5 from Johnny Blorp. It says, question for all. Rank these arcs from worst to best. Wano, Egghead, Elbaf. And explain why. Hashtag Big Rocks. Hashtag Rocks Conqueror of Conquerors. Hashtag Rocks over Roger. Hashtag Rocks Gang. Hashtag Larry.
Okay.
So somebody's a big Rocks fan.
As he should be. Why wouldn't you?
I mean, I'd like to see more from the guy.
We've seen enough.
I'd like to see him more.
We've seen quite a bit.
I feel like even you would like to see him more. I feel like that's a valid.
Oh yeah, because I'm doing tricks on it right now.
Yeah. I just want to see more from him, bro.
Yeah. You want to go first?
It's not fair to add Elbaf, and it's not finished. It's not even like reached its like. It's not even close to the climax. I don't think. So it's like it would have to be last just because it's not a completed work of art. I'll go. Wano was so long. I'm gonna go Egghead, Wano, then Elbaf.
Fair.
I feel like that's what I'm gonna do.
That's my same.
And I know Wano reached like peaks that I think that the other two just didn't get to technically.
Yeah.
But I think the flashbacks were better in Egghead. Like I felt more for Bonnie and Kuma than I did for Oden.
True.
I thought the story was more compact, even though it was pretty long. I thought Egghead was much longer than I thought it was going to be. I vibe with Vegapunk. I vibe with the reveals that we got. Fighting was lesser than Wano, I will say.
For sure.
I like the Wano fights a lot better. But Kaido, as great as he was, I feel like he fell flat a little bit towards the end as a villain with how his backstory went out.
Completely agree.
And then the beginning of Wano was just, how do I say this? It's just a lot of like, this is cool, but like, let's get to it, kind of. And I know we started doing the pod midway through Onigashima, so it's like y'all didn't get our feelings on like early Wano, but I was like, this is cool, but like let's get to it for a long stretch. So I'll go Wano will be 2, but Elbaf will probably pass it. So
yeah, I have nothing more to say than what you already said.
Okay.
I think you're absolutely right.
Okay.
Every sense of the word. I think Elbaf is going to have a really hard time being better than Egghead and Wano. I think what's going to carry Elbaf itself is the history of the world.
Okay.
Like, once we get more history regarding, like, what happened during the first world and the second world, and probably some Joy Boy and some Rocks lore, then we'll be like, all right, this is kind of crazy.
Right.
But it has to be better than the Roger flashback during Wano. It has to be better than the Kuma flashback with St. Garling and young... the Rocks pirates themselves showing up to that island full of celestial dragons, God Valley. So it's like, is Joy Boy's story gonna hit? And will Rocks satisfy us for what he was doing? And then is how involved is Elbaf to the world itself? And I think Wano was really important. It was very it was estimated to be the greatest arc, most likely, of all time, because we were looking forward to going to Wano forever, and Oda kept hyping it up like, yo, I can't wait to draw this. Right? So it always had high expectations. Elbaf kind of had high expectations, but it was always in the background, so much so, more so than Wano. And we didn't really have high expectations because we just thought it was like a regular island. Meanwhile, Wano was supposed to mean everything to One Piece. So, I don't know. I think Elbaf could do whatever it wants at this point.
I will say, I think over time I'm going to appreciate Wano more than what I do now. Like on a reread, I haven't reread it from scratch yet.
Yeah.
I haven't done that yet. When I do that, typically I appreciate arcs more. I haven't done that. I haven't been fair to Wano to do that. But I think I'll like it better on reread than I did on the original read. But, I mean, at the same time, it reached highs that I think the other ones didn't. I'll say that.
That's true.
So
especially power scaling.
Yeah, bro. It was roof piece, bro. It was like, I never thought we was getting that. And we got it. So, yeah. Right. We got another 2 from Cuddy Flam. It says, another super week. # twin takeover. Ow. Twins ain't here.
The exact opposite. Probably sent that beforehand.
Yeah, it's your fault. You put them both on the thumbnail.
I did it yesterday.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
But he also sent out another gifted membership, so thank you.
Yes,
and
thank
whoever
you,
is
Cuddy.
receiving that, they'll knock a fist up. We got another 5 from That Ain't A. It says you can only revive one. Future Gohan, Jaraiya, Sasha from Attack on Titan, or Ace. Who you got?
Future Gohan.
Yeah, it's funny. My mind went Future Gohan as well. I was gonna go with Sasha just because I feel like Hear me out. The other ones, I feel like reviving them has too big an impact on the story. If that makes sense.
Ace and Jaraiya.
And Future Gohan. Like in his storyline, whatever. But you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Sasha, like, they killed her off vibes. Like, it was just like, yo, this is going to make people sad. Like, nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, that didn't move the plot along. They didn't do anything. The other ones changed the game for everybody else. Like, Future Gohan's passing led to Trunks coming to the future. Like, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, Ace's passing led to Luffy realizing he was weak. Jaraiya, you know what I'm saying? Sasha just kind of went out. And it was sad, and it hurt, and everybody was in their feelings about it, but it's like...
I got Future Gohan because there's more story to tell.
Okay.
Unlike Jaraiya. Jaraiya needed to be sacrificed in order for Naruto to find the way to resolving hatred. And that was one of the reasons why he needed to discover that. That was probably the main reason, right? Besides Sasuke. And then Ace, Luffy needs to suffer. Like that, like Ace needs to pass.
That.
Yeah,
we really needed the Ace.
We needed that. But I think if Jaraiya came back, it would make the story worse. I think if Ace came back, obviously it would make the story a little bit better for me, regardless of how much it deteriorated the story. But it wouldn't have made the story better, right? Sasha, she died, she lived, nothing changes.
That's what I'm.
Why
that's
do
my
I
point.
care?
But that's my point.
But with Gohan, with future Gohan, that could have led to the premise of the Supreme Kai coming along, or Gohan possibly searching for the Dragon Balls to bring back the other Z fighters, because the Tournament of Power was going to happen or something like that. It leaves like the transformation basis of like maybe he discovers Super Saiyan 3 before Trunks, and they got to fight Majin Buu together or whatever, bro. Like it literally could have been something phenomenal where future Gohan does have a story. He still has more story to tell, in my opinion. Like, imagine him with Goku Black showing up and stuff like that. How traumatizing it would have been for not only Gohan to see his father murking everybody, but also it's like, yo, you're coming back from the future to give me more guidance, father. And then he's like, Gohan, stop holding back your power. And then to grow his arm back. I hate that one arm Gohan thing, bro.
You gotta keep the arm.
No,
what are you talking about?
No, bro.
How are you gonna give him his arm back?
So
no arm,
stupid,
no arm,
bro.
absolutely no arm.
You think that just makes Gohan so much more cooler?
You know how much more aura he had with one arm? When he was fighting two androids, one arm?
I hate
it was
bro.
epic.
I love it.
The design was fire.
I love it, but if you bring him back,
no,
you can't just bring him back and not have an arm. That's so stupid.
And giving him the arm is like,
so
what are we doing?
All right, so this is how grimy Trunks has to be. Yo, bring back Gohan, but make sure his arm is not there. Because Yamcha came back. Yamcha had like half of his face blown off. Tien came back during the Saiyan saga. He had his arm cut off by Nappa. When they revived him back, he had his whole arm.
Bro.
So you're saying Gohan has to come back with no arm?
He was doper with one arm. It showed the pain.
You never been handicapped, bro. That's what it shows, bro. You never had to just use one arm, bro.
You think Shanks would be dope if he had both arms right now? No,
yes.
no.
Yes.
No.
Look at Shamrock.
Half the drip is the missing arm.
Yo.
That's half the aura.
Shanks can't even put his hand on his hip and have the sword in his hand. Bro, that's like a classic pirate pose.
The fact that he got one arm is half the sauce. He pulling up on dudes one arm, they still shook. That's the point.
So if you saw a fine woman, and she only had one arm,
it's very different things.
You're gonna be like, damn, she got aura, she looked better.
I've been attracted to a one-armed woman before.
Girl, who took a bite?
I've been attracted to that.
She bite-sized?
Maybe not the arm itself, but I haven't not
You're
shot.
lying. You're lying.
I'm not
You're
lying,
bro.
I'm not lying.
You're gonna have to help her out and hand her stuff all the time.
This is a completely different debate, but
Listen,
whatever.
Bro. Yeah, I'm just saying,
I'm not ableist, bro.
You sound it.
No, I'm not.
You gotta wish for people who lack, like, limbs to get that limb back, bro.
Yo, Quavo said want that stuff. I can't.
What?
All right, we moving on, man.
All right, bro.
I think, who's winning the chat? I think Gohan was winning the chat.
Yeah,
so.
it's bring Gohan back. You're crazy. That's so disrespectful.
It's not disrespectful, bro. It's too impactful. We got another 5 from That Ain't A. It says, Law, who you got in a fight? A horse versus a bear. By the way, sorry my question is about picking 2 Straw Hats last week. Got you nominated as a CD, LOL. You running things. Oh my God, that's so great. I'm mad Lawrence wasn't here for that one.
Yeah, Lawrence is not here.
Sorry.
Lawrence would probably say him.
Insert himself in
Yeah,
there.
he would insert himself into that fight.
Okay.
And they had to tag team him, which is not a jumping.
All right. Before we move on, I do have a surprise for you, actually. I don't know if you peeped or
What the
not.
hell? No, what?
Listen, it's
kind of
not. It's not
surprise?
here. It's comes via Discord. So we're gonna move on to calls in a little bit. But I told a couple of our friends to pull up to wish you a happy birthday.
That's mad.
In the Discord.
Oh, that's mad crazy.
Yo, Yo, you're terrible.
Yo, bro.
You're terrible,
That's
bro.
crazy, bro. That's what I
Alright.
meant to say, bro.
Nah, that's wild.
I said that's mad crazy.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, bro.
No, you didn't.
That's mad cray.
But all right.
He said cancel, brother.
Yo, cancel. Yo,
Stop,
oh
bro.
my god.
Nah, bro. I didn't say that, bro.
Yo, you was about
Nah,
to.
bro.
It was hot here. I want to take my jacket off. All right. Anyway, but first up, a couple of our friends in the YouTube community are going to be pulling up to wish you a happy birthday.
What does that mean? Pulling up.
I got them in the Den of Nakama.
Oh, in the Discord.
And I'm going to drag
I
each
thought you
of
said
them.
in person.
No. What? Come on, bro. What kind of money you think I got?
I was about to say, where you getting this
What
bread?
you talking about?
You flying people out?
Crazy. But, yeah. So these people are going to pull up
All right.
to wish you a happy birthday.
All
So
right.
starting with our guy, Jared, Anime Sundays.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So,
Yeah, that's the boy, bro.
all right, now I got to join in here myself. Jared, you there?
This is crazy.
I don't know if we could hear him.
You know you gotta give Jared like 5 minutes.
Yeah, we got to give him a minute or two. Yo, what up,
the
what up?
boy. What's up, Jared?
Yo, happy motherfucking for happy birthday, my boy.
Yo,
My boy.
yo, thank you, bro.
Oh, man.
Harry, bro. I forgot we was alive again. I thought I'm thinking it's a regular phone conference. Listen, brother, just wanted to say, glad that, you're one of my homies, man.
Yeah, man.
And you are a pinnacle creator in
Oh,
this
thank you,
space,
man.
bro. In this anime community, you and the boys over there are changed the game. As I'm happy to have been bear witness.
Thank you, man.
Real quick, because I know y'all be moving schedule. My question. It's nothing too deep, man. I just want to know: do you think we'll actually really see some like serious growth from Usopp in this arc, or do you think it's like we might as well just pack that train up?
Damn. Yo. Yo, I want to say I hope so, but I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. I think it's like everything that Usopp is, Loki kind of is, and he's just a more important character now. And
Yeah.
like it's always been about Usopp coming to Elbaf, but I think it was just that. Like I think we always expected Usopp to just play a bigger role because this was like something he wanted to go to, and it's the land of like warriors. Like this is his whole dream, to become a brave man of the sea. I don't think he necessarily accomplishes that right now. I think he probably accomplishes it after Elbaf is gone, because then he has to like, maybe Elbaf gets destroyed. Like real talk. Like if we look at the mural and there's a ship striking down on Elbaf's Atom Tree, and the Atom Tree just gets destroyed, then Elbaf gets destroyed. So it's like, all right, where does, I don't know, like does Usopp have something more to say? Like does he take on the principles of like the Great Warrior race after like Elbaf is gone and they live like through him? Like he becomes the symbol of Elbaf in a way. I think that's like probably a sweeter story, but
Yeah.
I hope so, bro.
I mean,
He's been
listen.
trash, bro.
Yeah, no, I was just having a conversation about it recently. So I was thinking, like, man, like, if we don't really see nothing right now, hope to see it later. But it's. I just told somebody else, like, there's no way he thinks we can get any further along if Usopp or even a lot of other Straw Hats don't kind of.
That's a good
rise up.
question. That's a good question. The question should be, will the community accept Usopp not doing anything this arc or evolving? That's a great question, bro.
We're going to have to see.
I've been just inspired by you boys, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
This is
chill,
all
man.
newfound,
Chill, bro.
inspiration.
Nah.
But
'Cause
yeah,
I
man.
remember, listen, bro. I remember before we even had the pod,
Yeah.
we used to watch Anime Sundays.
Yeah.
And like we used to be highly entertained, and we used to send each other your videos, and we used to laugh. And bro, I'm telling you,
Man.
Just it's crazy because it's like when you become a content creator and then you reach people that like you follow for a long time. It's kind of like always a surreal moment, and I don't know how to explain it, but it's like, damn, yo, we really chilling with Anime Sunday?
It's even more surreal because like not only is he a cool dude, like he vibe with you, he'll bring you to stuff too, man.
Yeah, man.
Like
Yeah, man.
We got
it's
love
always
for you.
love every time I see him, bro. So had to bring him through.
Yeah. No, of course, man. Listen, man. I hope you're having a great birthday, brother. You know what I mean? Enjoy
Appreciate
yourself.
you,
Listen, we gonna turn up if you come down to Momocon, man.
Convince him. He out here lacking,
You know what
bro.
I'm saying? I'm trying
Convince
to tell you,
him.
man, because it's that time, man. Momocon is definitely gonna be another movie this year.
Yeah, we should go.
Yeah.
Because we got the content creator tickets.
And
so.
I got the Airbnb, bro. Just pull up.
Oh man. All right.
Boom.
Yeah.
We outside.
All
I
right.
think we're gonna do it. But thank you, brother. I appreciate you,
My
man.
guys. Of course. I'll be seeing your brothers.
All right,
Peace
see
and
ya.
love.
Peace
Alright.
and love, man.
Yes, sir.
Sundays, I'm gonna bring you back to the den, but you don't gotta stay if you don't want to. It's up to you. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, cool. Appreciate it.
All right.
Oh, that was sweet.
All right, next up, another one of the homies, and I want to say probably Sunday's best friend as far as the YouTube
Shonen?
community goes.
Shonen?
My boy Rob, aka Shonen Showdown. Shonen, you there?
The guy.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? How y'all doing?
Damn, I like that mic. You sound clear,
Clean,
bro.
right?
Yeah, bro.
Man,
I feel like I can smell
Yo,
your breath
what's
through it.
What?
You know
that's
what I'm saying?
crazy. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. First off, I want to say happy birthday, Larry.
Oh, thank
Shout
you.
out to the goats at TOPT. Shout out to the comment section, man. We here. It's a celebration. So I got a couple questions for you though, Larry. Are you ready?
I'm gonna try.
I told him one,
I'm gonna
but go
try
ahead.
to be. Bro.
Yeah, you told me one. All right. You know what?
Go ahead.
It
Say
really is.
what you
All right.
want, man. Say what you want.
Okay. So word has been going around that you've been shopping for Big Mom's bathwater. Is that true? I just need to, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what they do over there, you know what I'm saying? But
Yo,
let us know what's going on, Larry.
Bro.
What's up?
I need that, bro. I need that, bro. Give me a 12 case, bro. Just that, bro.
Yo, that's crazy.
You know what's crazy? I thought somebody took that picture of that Japanese supermarket Mitsuwa. So I went to Mitsuwa yesterday to see if it was in stock, just so I could buy it and not drink it, bro. I swear.
Yo, you're crazy.
I swear, bro. Cause did they have like Choppers?
They had a couple.
They had Choppers like liquor or something like that. Like it was Choppers like NyQuil.
Oh, it's a legitimate thing. Like it's at that place.
Yeah, I thought it was, but it wasn't there. They only
You
had
really
like
went to Mitsuwa, bro?
yeah.
What's wrong with you, bro?
I also
Bro,
went there
I
for
told you,
business.
Larry's on time.
No, I went there for business too. But they had like the Dragon Ball soda cans. So they had like the Goku on the front.
Yeah.
Yeah, they only had those.
Yeah.
I was upset.
Yeah. Market research. That's what you said. Right. All right. And then my serious question now is who you think is the strongest in Elbaf
Strongest in
Right now.
Elbaf?
right now?
Right now? Still Luffy. I think if you say anybody
Still
except Luffy, then you're kind of disrespecting. This is Yonko, bro.
Ooh.
Is it Yonko, bro? Who taking him, bro?
I agree with you.
Like,
Got you.
Gohan?
No, I hear you.
I agree.
Nah. I don't think Gohan is. I think Gohan is up there, but Gohan ain't. I don't think Gohan beating Sanji. And I'm gonna keep it a buck.
That's crazy.
I'm serious.
That's crazy.
I'm serious.
On your birthday? On your birthday?
Yeah.
That's what you do on your birthday,
Hold on.
Larry?
Listen, bro. I'm serious. Y'all gotta think it's a hot take. I'm telling you right now, my Sanji stocks are higher than Gohan stocks.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Listen, man.
Okay.
I think.
I love to hear it.
Yeah.
That's my guy.
Yeah.
Listen,
I think it's up there.
If he gets Conquerors, I'm with you. If he gets Conquerors. He
Who,
don't have
Sanji?
Conquerors, at least not yet.
Sanji?
We don't know, bro.
You saying
We
Sanji
don't know
gets
if
conquerors?
Gohan has conquerors.
Yeah, I was
But
gonna say.
I don't think either of them need it.
I don't think either of them need it right now. No,
So?
not right now. In order to
Sheesh.
fight people like top tiers, yeah. But listen, you saw what Sanji was doing to Saint Ethan, dog.
Hey man.
You know what I'm saying?
Fortunately, Sabo not on the island. You feel me? Rob's whole demeanor would change.
Yeah, because he has to prepare for Shamrock, so he has bigger fish to fry. You feel me? That's what's going on. But
I think
Listen,
again,
yo.
I understand where Rob's going though. He probably thinks the Holy Knights are, up there, which he's been saying forever, as consistent you will be. But I truly believe, like, yo, they don't really go that hard, bro. Their devil fruit powers are mysterious. They're very dope. But I don't think they're like, I think Sanji packs them, bro. I'm serious. He probably packs 2 of them.
Wow.
Yeah, like he could
Even
probably,
Shamrock?
No, Shamrock. No. Shamrock
Okay.
is the leader of them. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference in level. But I think he'll take on like St. Summers, and then he could take on Gunko by himself.
He can't take on Gunko at all, bro. It's a woman.
Oh, you're right. No, he could take on. He could take on St. Killingham.
Yeah,
He could take on St. Killingham. I don't know if he could take on St. Killingham, bro, because Sanji be having some crazy thoughts.
Killingham probably crash out
Right?
at the creation of Sanji.
Yeah, he'd be like, nah, bro, I gotta leave. This dude is a freak.
The way Shamrock was talking about them though, like he was making it seem like he was like, Loki, even if you weren't chained up, you still would get washed. Like, so that was like, I was like, all right, hold on, wait a minute.
Dudes
Maybe
talk
we're missing
crazy
something.
when dudes is injured.
Yeah,
and
bro, you
chained
can't be
up,
talking
bro.
wild when I'm chained up, bro.
I got all the expectations for Shamrock, but I don't care what a dude said when another dude was injured and chained up, bro. Like, talk to me.
Right,
he said,
right,
come
right.
fight me if you survive this. Like, even then, I'm injured, bro. Like, what's up when I'm alive?
It's like, yo, Rob, if LeBron James was to try to dunk on you and you just hard fouled him, he in the air, right? He defenseless. You gonna be
Bron finishing that, bro.
Yeah. It depends, bro. It depends where Rob at.
I'll say this, Rob nice. He nicer at ball than I thought he would be when I started watching some of them clips.
That's why he called Rob Ball, bro.
He's still getting yammed on, bro. It's LeBron James.
Yeah, I mean, it's bro. I'm getting that charge call though. I'm getting that charge. I'm looking at the ref like,
yeah, you're not gonna survive.
Bro. We going the other way, bro. Yo.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
Happy
Rob.
birthday, Larry. Man.
Thank
Much
you,
love,
man.
bro.
Thank you.
Seth, Lionel Lawrence, shout out to y'all. Shout out Marv, man.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate y'all having me. But
Yeah, tell
happy
Kumar
birthday
I said
again,
what's
Larry.
up too, man.
Yeah, bro.
Tell him I said what up.
Yeah, I will.
Cause
He's
y'all be together so
I'll tell
often,
him.
man.
Man, yeah, we out here, we working, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We were working out west for a little while.
Yeah, I was trying to get Rob to pull up. He said, "Nah, I can't do it, man. I'm in Vegas right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my thing."
Yeah.
I was
It's the banana
We out
milk.
here working.
It's the banana milk that apparently gets you all this energy, bro. Yo, how was the Naruto experience that you went to with your girl? Did you go to the Naruto theater?
I don't know what else extra you try to add on, but yes, I did go to see the Naruto Symphony.
Yeah,
and
that's
it
what I'm
was a great
saying,
time.
bro.
That's not all you said, bro.
I
was a great
wasn't
time.
meaning it like that, bro.
I
was talking about.
I don't know. Larry don't understand that he's Larry.
Bro.
You gotta
come on, bro. I was talking about Toasty, bro.
Yo,
you went
bro.
with Toasty in them, right?
Listen, man.
listen.
Oh my god,
Larry
bro.
don't understand he's Larry, you know. So you gotta just
Listen, bro.
filter through a little
We
bit.
know.
But yeah, no, it was a
Snow
great
Bunnies
time.
is in full effect. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's all you. Big Mom bathwater. That's all you.
Big Mom Latino, man.
Yeah, Big Mom gotta be like Latina.
Wait, what is this? That's
Right?
not canon.
That's canon, bro.
She got the she got like the abuela dress
Yeah,
on.
look at. I'm not good.
You know what I'm saying? She got the abuela dress on, bro.
Yo, I can't, bro.
She be singing and stuff while she cleaning.
Oh man.
She eat too much. She's a Thorthop, bro.
Oh my god.
She is. All right, I'm done.
I was about to say something mad offensive. Never mind. Rob, we appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, I
Thank you.
appreciate you, brother.
Yeah,
Thank you,
man.
man.
Much
Inspirational,
love, y'all.
dog.
Y'all be easy.
See you later.
Yeah.
That was funny.
All right, man. Next up, we got our guy, Mugiwaranogoofy.
Oh,
man.
wow.
I don't know
The boy.
if he's actually here or not.
Yo, my guy.
Because he be
Mugi?
out here. Moogie, you there?
Yeah.
Yo.
The boy, bro. What's up, man? Long time no talk.
Am I live?
You live, bro.
you're
No
live,
cursing.
bro.
Oh, what's up? I thought I was gonna be brought in and like y'all wouldn't know it was me yet. I was gonna do a voice and everything. I heard first of all, it's my favorite show, that One Piece talk, and I heard that it was that Larry feller's birthday, and I want to tell him happy birthday.
Bro, honestly,
so
bro,
that
if
was-
you
that
talk
was-
like
I was
that
gonna do that whole thing.
24/7, that would be really entertaining, bro.
But happy birthday! What's happening, y'all? What's going on?
Nah, chilling, man. Thank you for the birthday wish, bro. I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, let's go, baby. Aries season. Let's get it.
Facts. Wait.
fuck it up.
Are you an Aries
it's my
too?
birthday this weekend too.
Oh
Actually.
yeah?
Yeah?
What we doing, bro? What's up?
Hell yeah.
Are you gonna be in Jersey?
No, I'm glad. I'm gonna be in Jersey in 4th of July. Whatever the fuck y'all got going on 4th of
Yo,
July.
yeah. I told this man not to curse. I told him.
Oh my bad. My bad.
July
My bad.
4th sounds like a good time to be around, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let us know, man.
If,
Whatever.
definitely you pull up. We definitely gotta link up, man.
Hey, yeah. I'm gonna try to do because I don't think that's on a Monday, so I'm gonna try to work it out so that I could be there on a Monday for y'all to actually hop on. But either
Yeah.
way, I'm psyched.
The 4th
to
is
chill with you guys.
a Friday. That Monday would be the 7th. So
Yeah, we'll see.
Let me know.
Let's
We'll
do
probably
it.
do something
I do
anyway.
have a question though. I really want to know, Larry, are you gonna be like as unforgiving with Loki's dad's backstory as you are with Usopp's mom? Are you gonna blame Loki's dad like you blame, or I guess better yet, are you gonna blame Loki's mom and Hajrudin's mom?
talk
I guess
to him.
do you hate them already?
yeah.
Listen, man. Context matters, bro.
Oh, context
Alright?
matters.
Context matters,
This
bro.
is sexism.
Context matters.
This
I
is
agree.
sexism.
I agree.
Yeah,
actually.
context, bro.
Nah, bro, this is
I
sexism.
agree.
We gotta see what happened with Harold first, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's my if he out here just like sleeping with random women while being married,
Ain't no wrong with that.
we gotta knock him for that, right?
Why?
You support cheating?
I don't support it, but
You be
he's a grown
cheating?
man.
Do you be cheating?
Is he raising his kids?
So you saying it's okay to cheat on your wife as long as you raising your kids?
I'm saying I'm not gonna call you a bad father for cheating on your wife. You get what I'm saying? That makes you a bad husband. That doesn't make you a bad father if you're providing for your children, teaching them valuable lessons. And
What value is there in cheating?
What about the mom though? That's what I need to know if you blame her for dying. That's what I need to know that.
We don't even know if are they dead? Are Harold's wives dead? We don't even know.
No. Oh no. But
Yo,
I
that's so
just
funny.
I just want everybody here to remember when Larry was like, you know what? Usopp's mom, she died. And you know what I think? I think that's her fault. I think about that to this day. I'm like, oh my God.
Bro, I didn't say it was her fault for dying. I said
You
it was
did, though.
I said it was her fault for not disciplining her kids
She was dead.
because she was dying.
Disciplining her.
She
She was
Listen, bro. This dude is you know what? I'm not going to get into it, bro.
Okay.
You right though. I'll come for his wives, bro. How about that?
Okay. We keep that same energy. That's all Mugi asking of you, bro.
Listen, bro. I'm just concerned about
That's
you.
literally all. That's literally all I'm asking. Because that was, I couldn't believe that.
How
I
you
wanna
not
know
coming
who
for
else you got
Seb about
irrational.
thinking that cheating is valuable, bro?
Hold on, I
Like-
didn't say it
like
was
Mugi,
valuable.
bro.
I'm
Like-
saying if we're analyzing how you parent, cheating isn't a part of the equation, in my opinion.
I mean, I don't know. Where did this? This is something else. I don't know if I can co-sign.
Yo, listen, you
Either
don't
of
gotta
those.
co-sign. You don't gotta co-sign. I
Yo.
believe in monogamy. I'm just saying.
Do you?
I wholeheartedly do.
Okay, bro.
I'm just
All right,
saying.
bro. If
You can be
if you say so,
You
bro.
can be an amazing father
Listen, bro.
and a cheater.
If you talking to a shorty right now and she watching the show, I'm sorry you got to deal with that. That's what I'm saying.
It's not for me. I'm just saying.
I
I don't judge on. My own personal moral compass is what it is, but I can still identify what's right and what's wrong, and what's
Stay faithful to your wife for your kids.
that's valid.
Yeah.
I plan on doing so.
Mugi, bro. I'm so happy to hear from you, bro. It's been too long, man.
Bro, it has been. I thought, man, like y'all be safe because I caught the bird flu, bro.
Oh,
Y'all
nah.
be safe out there, bro.
Gotta stop eating
That's what
that
I'm saying.
chicken,
I
bro.
mean, it was my fault. I bought eggs from the dude from behind the gas station. His name was Reggie. I knew I shouldn't have. Bro.
You were
So I
playing
caught the
Schedule
bird
1?
flu. Call.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
bro.
I have.
Oh my god.
What's wrong with you, bro?
That's for
funny,
real.
bro.
That's for real what it was like. It was legitimately like Reggie was like, I got eggs cheap. I bought it was like 25 eggs for $3. Again, I did get the bird flu. So I don't think I'm making sure everybody that's listening to this, they don't do that. But you know,
Listen, man, I'm glad you're
That's
good
all
now,
I'm gonna
though.
Listen, man.
Yeah.
If y'all don't know,
Same.
Mugi's probably the funniest YouTube One Piece content creator out there. So
Yeah.
if y'all aren't, please follow him, man. Please do. He's hilarious.
Yeah, he was just on Moon Piece.
Yeah,
The One Piece
I saw that,
Yeah,
man.
bro.
We got to get on there soon.
But Mugi, thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man. I hope you have a great day.
Hey, thank y'all, and I hope y'all have a wonderful day. And hopefully, I'll see y'all honestly before I head out there on 4th of July. But if not, I'll see y'all on the 4th of July.
Yeah, hit us up, man, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, brother.
Yeah,
All right,
Mugi,
love
I'm gonna
y'all.
bring you back to the den. You can stay if you want, chat with the guys, but I'm gonna bring in somebody else. So thank you.
Yeah. Thanks, dudes.
All right, later, bro.
All right. Next up, 2 guests.
Yeah, I knew
You
it.
already know.
I knew it.
It's gonna be
My
Mr.
boys.
Music Major and Family Man Joe.
Nah, it's Family Man Gucci now. The way he's selling his shirts. The podcast merch is Gucci now.
I thought
my
about
gosh,
doing
here
them
we
one
go.
at a time, but I figured we gotta bring them both in.
Yeah, you gotta bring them both. What's up, bro?
Preston, Joe, what's up?
What's up?
Good, man. How y'all been?
Chilling, man. I'm happy to hear from y'all boys, man. How y'all been?
Yeah, man.
Happy birthday, sir.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you, dog.
Yeah, but I just real quick wanted to do a little special happy birthday for you. If that's okay. That's okay
Okay.
with you.
Are you gonna
You know
send
what I'm saying?
a...
So I just wanted to wish happy birthday to Mr. Worldwide, the head tax collector, the lavish Latino lover, supreme snow bunny shagger, the man who thinks being owned are stuck, who thinks people being owned are some of people's true calling, the man giving Drake a run for his money for King Lightskin, the one of the hardest working creators I know, a man who inspires us all to be better. And of course, I can't forget Kiko's biggest fan. Happy
Oh
birthday,
my
Larry,
God.
brother. Love
Where
you, man.
did you bring
Appreciate
that
you, dog.
from,
Yo.
Appreciate you, dog.
Shout out to Kiko, man.
Yeah,
I should have
Shout out my brother Kiko.
Hey, shout out to Kiko.
Oh man. Shout out to Kiko Black, man.
Yeah. All right. Oh, that Kiko.
Yeah, you thought you meant Kiku.
Yeah,
I thought he said Kiku.
Nah, Kiko.
Oh, okay,
man.
okay.
nah, Kiko.
Yeah.
All right,
Kiko, yeah.
yeah,
You,
yeah.
don't forget the shirt. You know what I'm saying? You all remember the shirt now.
I mean, you legit called that
Not
mid.
that. You was Odell Beckham.
There were hundreds of people around, and you, sir, she threw that directly at you.
Oh man.
It's amazing.
Fate. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. It's crazy how it works. Nah, I appreciate you, man. Thank you for the warm up, bro. Thank you so much, man. I love you guys, bro.
Of course.
Oh, you too, man.
Love you too, brother. Love you too, man.
Yeah.
I hope. Yeah, and I think you got your drinking out the way the other day.
Oh, I
Oh
did.
my
Yeah,
God,
yeah,
he's
bro.
so saucy.
I was sauced.
No, by the
Hey,
way,
man,
that,
that was
that
crazy.
speech
That
was
was a great speech, though.
immaculate.
Yeah, that was a great
That
speech.
was immaculate.
Yeah, thank you, man. I was just feeling it, man. I had a bunch of my white family around, and we was just we was vibing to Frankie Beverly
Yeah,
and
we was.
letting it go, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it was just a lot of dope vibes, man.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
That's what's
I'm
up.
happy to hear from y'all boys, though, man. Listen,
Absolutely.
Joe need to take his NFL money and book a flight to us. That's what I'm saying, so we could chill.
I'll see y'all in a
Yeah,
month.
Joe.
I'll see y'all in a month.
Yeah?
Yeah? Alright.
Yeah.
Momo.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I thought you were
yeah. I thought he was coming to the
Listen,
stew.
we trying to convince Larry to come. He on the Wiffle
Larry, hey, yo,
Waffle.
What you mean convinced? What? Hold on. What convincing
Larry,
is that? The
yo,
boys gonna be there.
I'm gonna
Larry.
be there.
Yo,
I can't confirm
Larry, what's going
or
on,
deny.
man?
yo, we gonna see, bro.
See?
We're gonna see.
Look at
We gonna see.
We gonna what is there to see about, Larry? I'm just trying to understand the conflict that you have here.
Yo, sometimes I get bored though, bro. I get bored at Momocon sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
But the after.
Oh, so now we're boring.
No, not that. No.
It's not
Hold on, hold on.
It's cons in general. Larry doesn't vibe with. But still.
Hold on. It's y'all be working. We don't be working.
don't.
You know what I'm saying? But we be there for the after parties and we be chilling. And I think that's the vibe. It's like we don't really go there to work. We just go there to like hang out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
That's the point. Yeah. We
Maybe-
know that's
maybe it's
hard
time to
working
work.
as y'all, bro.
Yeah.
Not as hard working as y'all.
That's not true. No, we
That's
know
not
that.
true.
We know.
Not a long
I do
time.
want to know what cosplays y'all wearing though if y'all go. You already got it planned out?
We got one.
One.
I had to. It was a dare, and so I'm wearing Sanji.
Oh
And
wow!
I will be, and I'll be going as gone.
Oh wow!
Oh wow! How did that work?
Y'all must have lost a bet or something.
Yeah, I
I'm shocked.
was. So
You know what, yo, y'all both.
By the way, everybody,
Joe too
Hunter
bro-
is mid.
Yeah.
I stick by it.
Joe too bro.
Joe
should be
gonna be
Sanji,
super
bro.
bro. Like, Joe, you wearing a
Hey.
you wearing a pinstripe suit too and all that?
I'm gonna pull a suit up. No, I'm gonna go to the 4 kids Sanji. I'm gonna have me a nice little lollipop.
Come on, sir. We like it.
Okay. Yo, Gohan, Preston gonna have his thighs showing.
Yeah, he's gonna be in some short shorts.
Yeah, his
Yeah,
thighs,
man.
his thighs
I'm
gonna be
gonna
out
have
there,
me
bro.
some hoochie daddy shorts on. I think he got like a crop top thing. I'm gonna have that going. So yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
Your stomach gonna be showing
Your
too.
stomach gonna be out, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, the abs are gonna be popping. You know what I'm saying?
Stop it. Good time. My fat ass, it ain't happening.
Oh man, hey man, I love y'all, man. I really hope y'all have a great rest of your day, bros. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you, bro.
Absolutely, man.
Happy
Enjoy your
birthday, brother.
birthday, man.
Thank you, bros.
All right.
All right, fellas.
All right,
All right,
Y'all be
twins.
easy.
Appreciate y'all.
didn't even hear it, bro.
All right. Last up, and then we'll get back to super chats and try to get to the actual calls. And I think you said you had a theory. Is Fexer, who told me to delay bringing him up because he needed to get to a quiet area. So hopefully he's in a quiet area now. Fex, you there? And are you good?
Yeah, I'm good now.
All right,
Facts. What's up, brother?
Oh, what up? Happy birthday!
Thank you, bro. Appreciate you, man. How you been?
Oh shoot, I'm good, bro. How are you?
Chilling, man. I'm trying to recover from like 2 days ago still.
We old now, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Can't just go back to it.
Yeah, I got you a gift, bro.
Oh my god.
It's the 1146 spoilers. you like spoilers, right?
Yo, I tell you, bro. That's me and Fexer's one thing,
Oh,
bro.
man.
He always trying to spoil me, bro. Always.
Too funny.
But no, Fexer, to answer your question, no.
Good question for you guys, or for you, I should say.
Okay.
If Shanks was secretly working with the Gorosei this whole time, because we know that it was Shamrock that went there, but let's just say Shanks was also secretly working with the Gorosei, but he was doing it to protect Luffy, would you still stand by him, or would that make him a traitor?
I still stand by him.
Wow.
Yo, yeah.
Undying loyalty? You want to unpack that a little bit?
Hold on. One, it's not undying loyalty. I think all of you Mihawk fans and all of you power scalers knock Shanks for something that necessarily...
Whoa, you!
I've never knocked Shanks for going to the Gorosei. Ever. I don't think it's an issue. I think it's an issue because people want to make it an issue.
I mean, it wasn't Shanks, probably. Right?
I know, but like if he is, in alignment with the Gorosei to a degree. Like, I'm not sitting here being like, geez, that ruins him as a character. He's a pirate. Pirates are going to try to do what they want to do in order to gain ahead. Y'all just have this saint, like, angelic, like, figure in your mind that Shanks might be where, like, yo, he literally murked a bandit. Like, broad daylight. I don't know, bro. He does what he wants, bro. And if his goal is to protect Luffy, doesn't that make him more viable to, like, sacrifice whatever he is in order to protect Luffy by working with the world government? I feel like that gives him more credit to being this person that Luffy should aspire to be.
He's protecting a little kid. And he's supporting, whatever the Gorosei do, their activities, their fun daily activities.
Hold on, so does Mihawk support the Gorosei's activities because he was a Shichibukai?
Yo, Mihawk is an island by himself with a bathroom that has no lighting in it. Like, what?
And guess what?
And no toilet paper.
Anytime Mihawk is called to action, he get his butt from that huge toilet with no light in the bathroom and he comes back to Medijo and says, all right, what do y'all need from me? Am I wrong? That sounds more like he works with the Gorosei and the world government more than Shanks does. If anything, it sounds like Shanks. It sounds like Shanks has a hierarchy within the world government because he speaks directly to them. Meanwhile, Mihawk has to speak to Sengoku.
I don't know how this became
You know what I'm saying?
about Mihawk, although I guess I do.
I'm just saying,
who
yo,
we're talking
it
to.
kind of sounds like Mihawk more of
Bro.
the I'ma listen, and Shanks is more like, nah, y'all gonna work with me.
No, this is like a whole lot of yap and cope for when Mihawk solos. That's what you're trying to say. I get it.
Listen, man, I'm just saying, man.
At the end of the day, it's a matter of size. Who's bigger?
What?
Sword-wise. Hold on.
What?
Sword-wise.
I'm done.
Yo,
I'm done,
canonically, Shanks is bigger. He's an inch. He's like a
No,
centimeter
he said
taller.
sword. He said sword. Whose
But that's
sword
not
is
what he.
bigger?
That's not what he implied. though.
Sword-wise.
That's not what he implied, though, bro.
We going
Yes,
by.
it is.
We going by.
Yes,
Not
it is, bro.
Shanks
Trust.
is 1 centimeter larger than Mihawk. Take that however you want.
Yeah.
Listen, bro. If we going by
Anyway.
sword size, then I mean, there's other swords bigger than that, bro. And you know who's currently wielding one of those swords?
Bro.
Zoro.
Who?
Enma. Remember how
Is
big?
Emma bigger than yours?
You remember how big Enma was with
Whoa,
Oden?
whoa. I mean, we gotta take into like.
I don't know, bro.
I don't think
Are we going by?
It's girth.
It's girth.
I don't think Emma's
Or
bigger
width.
than Yoru, bro. I don't think it is.
Yo, what?
Mm.
Listen, I don't know, man. Shanks that boy though, and Mihawk's that boy. I like both.
You're allowed to like both, yo.
Yeah, I like
You are.
both. I like both.
Faxon, it's good to have you, man. We got to get back to the regular
Yeah.
scheduled programming here.
Thank you, Fegs.
But thanks for stopping by. Truly.
He just left. He was just so
Just
upset.
like, yo, F you. He Googling whether Mihawk bigger or not. All right, Fex, I guess you're gone. So
Yeah.
thanks, man.
Much love, Fegs.
I don't know what happened to Fex there, bro. Oh, man. But I hope you enjoyed that, man.
I did, bro. Thank
Yeah.
you. I appreciate it. I appreciate talking to my guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good friends, man. Good people.
All right. Do you want to stop there to give your theory, or do you want to go deeper into the super chats?
Let's do super chats.
Okay.
Because people are waiting.
Oh.
We'll go into super chats and then we'll do all the rest of the stuff.
All right.
I'll give my One Piece theory at like, a couple minutes from now.
All right. We're going to finish off these super chats. Larry will give his theory, and then we'll get into the actual call section of the stream. So thank you guys for your patience.
If you haven't liked the video yet, please like the video.
Yeah. We did get another $20 from Molsonic. It says, happy birthday, Larry.
Oh, thank you.
We see all the work and effort you put into the pod. You truly are an inspiration to always follow your dreams and to make light out of every situation.
Thank you.
Are there any special plans for episode 200? Thank you.
I was planning to dress like Gorosei.
That would have been fun.
Don't think the wigs are ever going to be done. Nobody can technically do them. So I'd probably make them out of like paper mache or something like that. I don't know. I don't know just yet. I haven't really thought about it. I think I'll think about it this week though, because I'm going to have a lot of time compared to usual.
Man, it's next week, so.
I know. So I'll figure something out.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll figure something out.
Thank you, Mozenick. Another 2 from Anthony Herrera. It says, happy birthday, nephew.
Oh my God. Thanks, bro.
Another 10 from Dopey. It says, happy birthday, Lord Larry. Keep my Latina wife for another month, please. I insist.
What?
I look forward to paying my Larry tax because I got nothing better to do. Hashtag Larry tax. Hashtag love your celestial dragons. Hashtag throbbing for Robin. Thank you, Dopey.
Dude just admitted he was a cuck, bro.
Yeah, happily. Paying for it.
Hey,
Another
whatever works, man.
Another 5 from Anthony Herrera. It says, fresh dropped into the new world. Who would fall under Blackbeard's flag? Capone Bege, Basil Hawkins, Urouge, or Oden? Hashtag happy birthday, Larry. Hashtag Blackbeard gang. I don't know why Oden is in here at all.
Hawkins?
Hawkins is the most likely to be willing to just kind of bend the knee.
Yeah, and plus he knows fate.
Yeah.
And Blackbeard's pirates are all about fate.
Yeah, I can see that.
So that's the best one. Urouge?
Still know nothing about him.
I don't think he would, because he just hasn't joined with anyone at all.
Yeah.
And he's had the opportunity to link up with Kaido.
I will say that he has the like in his Vivre card or whatever. It said that he's like, how do I say this? He likes visiting brothels, like
Brothels?
brothels, yeah, like
Brothels.
yeah.
Okay.
So like Blackbeard be having hoes around. He be doing
True.
that. So maybe.
But I don't think he
Maybe.
would. I don't think he would link up with any of them.
Yeah.
The only flag I could see is Hawkins being under Blackbeard
Yeah.
for sure. And Blackbeard would probably enjoy it
Yeah.
because it's
He'd
like,
be like, tell me what's gonna
greatest
happen.
chances. Yeah.
Tell me
He'd be
what's
like,
gonna
yeah, I'm
happen.
definitely
Yeah.
going this way then.
Yeah. Another 14 Canadian from Figureland Shampoo. It says, do you guys think Dream and Will are different things? And if so, did Luffy inherit Roger's dream and Rox's will? Is this the thing that motivates Loki to join the crew? Hashtag top rocks. Hashtag Larry tags.
Good question. I think dreams and will are different. You could have an end goal, but you have to have the will to power through to the end goal.
Right.
And I think that's how it should work.
Yeah, I agree. Like, you're not in the show itself, you're able to weaponize your willpower. You can't technically weaponize your dream outside of like Luffy and like Bonnie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like they do have a distinct difference. It's your will fuel you, like you said, to achieve your dream. Now, in this inherited will space where you kind of have a merger of the two, I see what you mean more, Figureland there. I do still think they are different though.
Yeah.
Even with how Oda writes, I do think they're different. So
It'd be a nice mixture for Roger and Rox to be Luffy.
yeah.
Like, combined.
Yeah. Another 10 from Wise Life Jody. It says, I know Larry D. Zabek gonna be extra celestial today for his birthday stream with a laughing emoji. Happy birthday, King, with the praying emoji.
Thank you, man.
Who is the strongest person that Roger could one-shot from any era like he did Oden? Hashtag topped on topped.
In this current era?
He said any era. Technically, Oden
Any
wasn't
era?
out. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the most technical sense, like, he wasn't down for the count. He got up and ran almost immediately after. So I wouldn't even say he one-shot Oden. He just kind of got him out of the way.
I gotta check again.
Yo, he
'Cause
wasn't out.
I know the anime definitely is accurate sometimes to the anime, but
Put it this way, Oden bears witness to Roger and Whitebeard's clash, which happens, like, immediately after that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm pretty sure he's the one that comments that they're not touching swords. So I'm like, Oden technically wasn't one shot. He just got moved out the way. So like,
oh yeah, he got right back up.
yeah,
he started
was-
running again.
Yeah. So I wouldn't even count that as a one shot. He could do that to almost anybody. You know what I'm saying? So
Strongest person he could do it to now?
but in my mind, I think we got to say one shot in the way that like Shanks one shot kid kind of thing.
Oh yeah.
I think that's what we're getting at.
Blackbeard.
It hurts my heart to agree with you, but I kind of do.
Yeah, Blackbeard.
Yeah,
for sure.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I kind of do.
Yeah.
Agree with that.
I think King as well. Blackbeard King. I think he could probably one shot an Admiral. Like he probably one shot Fuji.
I was gonna go.
We
Kizaru.
talking King of the Pirates, bro?
I was gonna go Kizaru as my answer
Uh-huh.
originally, but when you said Blackbeard, I was like, I think Blackbeard's stronger than Kizaru, but I do think he would get caught and it would be over. So
I think a Gorosei member. If Conqueror's Hockey weaponized can hurt a Gorosei member because we haven't seen it be used technically to the advanced form, right? Talking Rio plus Conqueror's Hockey, which creates that advanced Conqueror's Hockey form. I think Roger mastered that seamlessly. So if he does that on a Gorosei member, I don't think they can regenerate after that. But it depends. It depends on like what you're speculating at that point.
I'm legit curious as to what the chat says. So I'm gonna put all the answers in here that we said. I
Yeah.
said Kizaru, you said Blackbeard, you said a Gorosei member.
I said King.
You said King. I mean,
yeah.
I just don't think King's at this level with these people, but he's more durable than a lot of
Yeah,
them,
that's
so
why I said like King because he is more durable.
I'll just put other. I don't want to type King out. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, no, other.
I'll put King in the parentheses. All right. Let us know who y'all think. But I'm curious. All right. Next up, we got another 10 from Cooper Scott or Shot. I don't know. It says, "Hey guys, I think Nika created the first Mother Flame with his straw hat that looks like a sun as an alternative to mass slavery in the First World. Explains why Emu has the hat in the Holy Land." So that hat you're saying that Emu has is the first Mother Flame and it could be used to create things. My only issue with that is I feel like did the world government provide Vegapunk with the Mother Flame itself? I thought he discovered it. Because if they were trying to get him to create this weapon, why wouldn't they just then give him access to that? I guess maybe they didn't trust him. I don't know. But
I mean, the only thing I could think of is like if the Nika fruit does exist, whoever was the first Nika user ended up creating this Mother Flame from their mind and turned it into a hat instead. I could see how that would be possible.
It would be easily transportable if it's a hat too. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
He just started handing out like hats the same way V did in V for Vendetta with the masks
Ooh, I like that.
in order to challenge the world government.
You know what? We did get that in Fishman Island, right? Where they're all wearing the hats after the Straw Hats left to kind of say like this is Luffy's territory, not Big Mom's anymore.
Yeah.
So maybe that's like a
Yeah, could be.
maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't have any real major pushback, but it's an interesting thought. Another 35 months at Yonko tier, our highest tier of membership from Twilight Straw Hat. It says, happy birthday, Larry. Much love to you all as well. As always, best podcast / community I've ever had the pleasure of continuing to be a part of. Here's to many, many more months of great times with the Nakama.
Oh, our boy Twilight, bro.
And that reminds me, we did have a missed super chat from a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
That was $50. So I gotta find that super chat real quick. That's my bad. So it's $50 from Luke7557. It says, been listening on Spotify since Gear 5. Bring back the DDTs. There would be totally different takes now. Who wins, Buggy or Foxy? Hashtag topped on top. Hashtag pre-Wano Zoro. Extreme diffs current Sanji. Wholeheartedly disagree with that last one. But Buggy or Foxy, who you got? And thank you. I'm sorry we weren't able to get to this. You sent this like just after we had closed 2 weeks ago, and then we just got caught up last week. We couldn't get to it, so sorry about that. Who you got, Buggy or Foxy?
Foxy.
Yeah, I think I got Foxy too.
Yeah, Foxy.
It's just, I don't see how Buggy would overcome the slow motion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see it.
GG's.
Yeah, it's kind of over. Would be interesting.
Yeah, but
Didn't
thank you.
Didn't we have that
50.
fight on DDT once? Or was it Usopp and Buggy?
know.
It might have been Usopp and Buggy. All right. Another 20 from Rhett Pressler. It says, happy birthday, Larry. Have you guys caught up on the anime? If you guys have, what are your thoughts the past couple episodes? I think they've been pretty good, and I'm excited for the Luffy versus Kizaru fight coming up. No, I haven't.
No, I haven't either.
Yeah, I don't know if the twins have or not. I doubt it. We typically try to wait until we've confirmed that we haven't watched it to like do a live reaction sometimes. We haven't even had that conversation yet, so I don't think it's happening. I did see a clip of Luffy kicking Kizaru on Instagram. It looked pretty cool. It looked really dope.
Oh,
I ain't gonna lie. They gassed. They put that extra budget into that.
Oh, okay.
It was fire though.
Okay.
It was fire.
All right.
But thank you, Rhett.
Yeah, thank you, Rhett.
And Rhett also donated another 10 gifted memberships.
Man. Thank you. W's in the chat
So
for Rhett.
W's, knock my fist in the chat for Rhett. Thank you so much, man. We got another 5 from Evan Bridgeford. It says, already another TOPT. Let's go. Hope y'all ready for a great one. Question, who is more obsessed with Luffy, Bartolomeo or Boa Hancock?
Oof.
I genuinely don't know.
Yeah, it's like same.
I want to say it's Boa because she wants to have his kids. Like, I don't think Barto's going that far with it. You know what I'm saying? Chill out. Chill out.
Why not, bro?
Chill out. I'm going to go Boa, bro.
Let him have him, bro.
I'm going to go Boa.
I'm going to go Boa.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah,
like
I'm going to
Boa.
go Boa, yeah. Gotta go Boa.
I want to ask in the chat. It's too much time. It's whatever. Let us know who y'all think is more obsessed with Luffy in the chat. I'm not going to put a poll up. All right. Next, we have another 10 from Wade the Asian. Okay. It says, happy mother effing birthday to the best gaslighter we've ever seen.
That's not true.
All caps. Hope it's a blessed one with many more to come.
Thank you, bro. Thank you, Wade. Appreciate you, bro. I hope you're really Asian, too.
All right.
bro.
That's a wild name if you're
Yeah,
not
you
Asian.
can't be, like, black and be like, yo, I'm Wade the Asian. That's crazy, bro.
I'd be a fire, like, rapper name, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It confused people.
We got another.
That's the point, though.
Oh man, we got another Nakama join the ship in King Ray 2546. So Ray, enjoy the emojis that come with being a Nakama. We have Poda, who is a Nakama for 10 months.
Oh, thank you.
He says happy B-Day to the legend Larry with a heart emoji.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Another 2 from Pig, aka James Hudson. It says happy birthday, Mr. Bad Takes. Much love. I love when you see Pig's name, bro.
Yeah, thank you, Pig.
Yeah. And then another 2 months at Nakama status from Luis Lopez. Happy birthday to Saint Larry. Hashtag BBC.
Thank you.
Another 2 from Way the
Oh,
Asian.
we got Superman with the 5. He also says happy birthday to me.
Did I miss it?
Yeah. Thank you, bro.
Dude, did I?
Appreciate you. Yeah, but it's all right. I got it.
I ain't miss it, bro. What you talking about?
I got it. It's all right.
Oh, yeah, I did miss it. My bad. Another 2 from Way the Asian. It says, Big Larry, hashtag justice for Marv. All right.
See?
Listen.
See?
Oh,
See?
my God, yo.
See?
Who knows if Marv could have made that drive? That's not a close... Whatever. Marv, my bad, bro. My bad. Another 5 from Kirby. It says, Larry being an Aries makes sense. Not gonna lie. Happy birthday, bro.
Oh, my God, Kirby.
Also, the anime came back on Toriyama's birthday, and the moon was in Half Moon. Oda really my goat.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, pretty cool. We got another 10 gifted memberships from
Iceman.
Project Iceman.
Thank you, Iceman. W's in the chat for Iceman with the 10, bro.
We're not going to fist up if you're getting these
Our boy.
memberships. Another 5 from Kirby. Streets is saying Toei has an agenda against Sanji. Will we see some of this later in Egghead? We will see some of this later in Egghead feats. Will we see some of his later Egghead feats get nerfed? Hashtag Larry tax season. Hashtag no more BBLs for Seb.
I've seen it.
I've seen the collage of changes that Toei has made. I think it's unnecessary, but I don't think it's that deep at the same time.
Yeah, it might be a budget thing, but it's very disrespectful, I would say.
The 2 that I've had the real issue with were the Marco, it's time for the stars to take the stage thing, where they made it star. I just feel like that wasn't... What was the point of that? That was weird to me. The whole emphasis was supposed to be for both of them, and they kind of just made it about Zoro. I thought it was weird. And then the hard eyes thing with Bonnie. I feel like Oda intentionally made it so that he didn't do that. And like for you to do it, I mean, like, you know what I mean? It's easy. It's like an easy thing to do in the anime to like, oh, it's triggers, whatever. But like, if Oda's making the intentional decision not to have that happen, it's because he knows where he's going with this character's actual age.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I feel like that was a little detrimental. The dog stuff, I didn't care. Even the S-Shark stuff, I didn't care too much about that either. Like, if you're gonna make
he got thrown across the room, bro. That was crazy.
I like that they made the Seraphims look strong. Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying?
I get you.
I think the follow-up was what people had more problem with. It's like, then it became like Nami had to save him. Like in the manga, it seems like Sanji handled the situation. Afterwards, it seemed like Nami just kind of saved him.
Yeah.
So to me, it's a collaboration of those 2 things. But
I just don't get it. It's like
you don't like Sanji like that.
I don't like Sanji like that, but I do think that he's a character that respects women a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like based on like the Japanese culture, they kind of need that face front male figure, and you know, show saving the culture a little bit due to like the lowly stuff and all the, you know, the underage, and you know what I'm saying? It's like, bruh.
Yeah, they doing a lot.
And plus, Sanji's the cook. He's essential to the story. And then also, like, there's rumors they're trying to like offer some type of way to murk Sanji off the show.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't hear that.
Apparently, it's like, yo, they're trying to get rid of Sanji, and they're proposing an idea to Oda about it.
Toei is?
Apparently, yeah.
I haven't heard that. That sounds crazy.
Because the animators or something, they don't want to draw him. Like, they don't want to put him in the show. So they're like forced to like.
I don't
know if that's true. Though.
I can't be true. I don't see how you
true.
could try to overstep your bounds that hard.
Yeah,
that's an insane request.
Yeah, that's crazy.
If I was Oda, I'd be like, yo, whoever sent that in, they gotta go. Like
it has to be a joke. It has to be a joke.
Was that like an April Fool's or something?
It has to be.
There's no way, bro.
There's no way, bro.
That's insane. But if it's that serious, then yeah, then we got a problem for real.
Yeah.
But we got another 16 months. From at Warlord status from JD Cervantes, it says, "Happy birthday to the king, the Don, the saint himself, Saint Larry. Pay your Larry tax or work. Why? Hashtag. Because what else would you rather be doing? Hashtag BBC. Hashtag happy birthday.
Oh, thank you, man.
Another $2 from Project Iceman. It says missed last week, so give him my Larry tax. With the
Thank
thumbs
you,
up.
Iceman. Appreciate you, bro.
Yep. Another 2 months at Knock'em status from Nene. It says, happy birthday, Larry. Love, love, love you guys. With the heart
Thank
emoji.
you, man.
Thank you. Another 10 from Wade. It says, forgot my Larry tax. Hashtag FBI pulled up. Thank you.
Thank you, Wade.
Another 5 from Rick Tudon. Happy birthday, Larry. Seb, hope you're having a good day too. Gotta ask, Larry, Kaido versus the 5 Kages, who you got?
Oh, yeah, I just put out that video after I edited it.
It was well edited, bro.
Thank you,
it was
man.
Good. I thought
Yeah.
it was good.
I gotta agree with Lionel. Definitely Kaido. The only thing I will say is that we don't know how. Like Sebastian brought up a great point with the sealing techniques.
Yeah. They also have water jutsus, man.
There's a lot of Konoha specifically has sealing techniques that can almost take out anybody. But in order to do so, they have to sacrifice their life for it.
Okay.
So it's like, do they have the willpower to drag out Kaido's soul? And it's like, we seen what Orochimaru did with the third Hokage, and the third Hokage, at a certain point, was still holding off Orochimaru.
Yeah.
And is Orochimaru as willful as some of those Kage? And I think he kind of is, to a degree. You know what I'm saying? He's part of the 3 legendary Sannin. So maybe Tsunade could, like, recharge her life back up because she's capable of that with her chakra seal that comes from her forehead. Because she stabbed a knife wound from a Susanoo right through the chest. And she survived getting split in half. She didn't fully die or have her soul taken, so I don't know how that works. But I can see like them trying to use a sealing jutsu. Because you're right, the Tsuchikage has the particle jutsu.
The particle jutsu go crazy.
But yo, he never landed it. He never landed once.
Listen, man.
He ain't even land on Sasuke when he thought he landed it on Sasuke at the 5 Kage summit.
Yo, they can use water style jutsu and flip out some ocean water though, nah?
Yo, the Mitsukage, maybe, but most of that is just chakra anyway. It's not actual seawater.
Okay.
So it's like, what can they really do? And Lionel's right. None of them are faster.
They're not durable enough. That was my big thing that I couldn't combat.
And the thing is,
I don't think that any of them
like
are
Lionel
durable
said,
enough.
like, yo, can any of them really one-shot Luffy? And it's like, nah. And that's like, yo, that was before Kaido powered up and did everything he did.
Yeah. It's like them fighting a full, I don't want to say Jinchuriki. I was going to say Tail Beast, but I feel like it's beyond that. It's like well beyond that.
Nah, Tail Beasts are up there. Okay. Tail Beasts are able to change landscapes.
Okay.
You know? Like Kurama was able to do such things as that, you know? Like, put it this way. Madara had a hard time with his perfect Susanoo defeating the first Hokage and Kurama, even though he was slicing mountains with ease.
Right.
And it was like, yeah, Kurama's really that bad, bro.
Okay.
So.
I'm glad that question was asked again.
Yeah.
And while you were here, because I know you're like the bigger Naruto guy than any of us. So.
And the thing is, too, it's like Naruto was able to compete to a degree with Kurama in his mind because he had Kushina working with him to hold back Kurama in certain moments. But also, that's half of Kurama. It wasn't the full Kurama because the fourth Hokage ended up taking half of Kurama's chakra away through this sealing jutsu that he ended up doing. So, like, sealing jutsus could work. And even then, Naruto did, like, this huge... You remember, you saw the clip when Naruto did the multiple gigantic Rasengan barrage
it's like,
against
not Odama.
Kurama.
Is it Odama?
Yeah, it's the Odama Rasengan. He did, like, 50 of them. And he hit Kurama with them. And it's like... Even that didn't take out Kurama at all because he was able to get back up. He just had his chakra stolen in the process. Where Kaido is in his dragon form. You think that's penetrating his scales? Probably not. So, my bad. I just went on a Naruto rant.
You good.
What was it? Yeah.
All right. Next up, and we got a lot of super chats.
Yeah.
Next up, $2 from Pastor C. It says, do you think we will ever see how objects eat devil fruits? I think we got this last week.
Yeah, we got that last week. We probably said nah, most likely.
I hope we do.
Hopefully.
Because it's just like, it's so weird.
Yeah.
That it's a thing and we don't see it.
And Vegapunk's like passed away now, and Lilith exists,
I thought we would get it on Egghead.
I thought so too.
So the fact that we didn't has me thinking we probably won't. But maybe in like the the original flashback where like the first Devil Fruits or something. Maybe we get it there. Another 5 from Canadian from Mookie. It says, Larry, you better be putting the tax money to good use. Did you grab the Emma Frost skin? # mind control.
Oh my god. I have not.
I saw her the skins on
she's a baddie,
on
bro.
IG today.
Yeah,
They said it's like a Pokemon evolution.
Yeah, bro. she's always been depicted as this very frail and skinny white woman.
She was thick on
and now
Thick
she's
Crossover.
thick and she got jiggle physics.
Okay.
And like I understand. Like
I understand now.
I understand it now. You know what I'm saying?
All right, we got another 8 months Nakama status from King Ray. It says, wait, didn't it just say King Ray became a Nakama? I'm so confused. Anyway, happy birthday, Larry. Yo, Marv, play the song. # BBC, # TOPT.
What song?
Stevie Wonder?
I don't know.
I don't know if we're allowed to.
Yeah, thank you, King Ray.
Copyright purposes.
Copyright, bro.
We can do that.
They hit Marv last time with something because of one of his sounds.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, thank you.
We got another 5 from Fellwinter Peak. It says, if the Akatsuki members were in the One Piece universe, who would be the captain? Or would they be their own captain in a fleet? P.S. Kisame E in hockey would be O.P.
It'll be Nagato. He was the leader of the Akatsuki.
But he was manipulated by Toby, right?
He was being manipulated by
is it
Toby.
Who the real captain?
I mean, Toby, obviously. But he would be more like a Mihawk to a Buggy, in a way, you know? Or like an Aokiji to a Blackbeard.
There we go.
Yeah.
I was about to say, he was getting too disrespectful.
Listen, I thought you was going to be more disrespected by me saying that.
Nah, bro,
Yeah.
bro. Okay.
That's how it'd be.
I'm fine with that. I'm even fine with Nagato being the captain, honestly. They were still... He got them all to paint their fingernails, man. Whether I still never understand what that was about or why, but it happened. I was trolling Viv about it today.
Oh, man.
We got another 5 from Mike Williams. It says, Seb, for episode 200, you should write a new slander speech called Deglazing of Blackbeard.
Oh, my God.
Not only to be not to be confused with the regular deglazing you usually do.
What, Mike? I actually love that idea. Hopefully he wants to do it, and if he does, I hope he goes all out for it.
I feel like
a speech deglazing Blackbeard by Sebastian would be amazing. It's what the people want.
It's what the people want.
Low key, it's what the people want.
I don't even glaze Blackbeard like that. I feel like I'd literally just co-sign that Roger would one shot
put that in
today.
a vote, bro. Put that in a vote, bro. Be like, yo, does Sebastian glaze Blackbeard and see what happens?
I will, man. It's your birthday, bro. That's what you want. You got it, bro.
You gonna give me whatever I want for my birthday?
That sounded crazy.
I'll read the next one while you do that.
Please do.
All right, Smooth Weeb with a 5 says, is Emu actually betting on the very few descendants of the 19 families to not be weak/useless egomaniacs to confirm the world government's strongest fighting force? I don't think they're the actual strongest fighting force. I think that the Celestial Dragons are going to be the Celestial Dragons. They're going to be catered to. I think the Holy Knights make up some Celestial Dragons. But, Marines, bro. Like, the Marines itself is the hand of force for the government. So I would say the Marines are the strongest fighting force.
I didn't hear the original person. Who were they referring to? Like the Celestial Dragons, the Gorosei, or the God's Knights? Who are the people? Or is it a combination of all
Just
of them?
Emu betting that the 19 families' descendants are not weak/useless.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. They probably weak, bro.
Yeah.
We got another. I mean, are we assuming that these dudes are like we saw Saint Somers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like Jay Garcia, like these names. Do you think those names are like part of the original 19?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, most likely.
Even then, like, are their entire family strong, or is it just like one or two select couple people? I don't know about all that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got another 11 months at Yonko status from Cyborg Frankie. It says, happy 40th birthday, Lawrence. Damn, he called you Lawrence.
Also, I'm not 40.
Quick question for everyone, Marv included, because y'all be forgetting my boy. You're on a desert island. What 3 albums are you taking? Oh, man.
3 albums. Logic, The Incredible Story. Drake's Honestly Nevermind. And then J. Cole, Born Sinner.
It's too hard to narrow it down. But I know there's one I'm definitely taking. Blue Below the Heavens is my favorite rap album of all time. Man. Marv, do you have your three? Because that's gonna take me too long to think of my other two. Can't hear you, Marv.
How about now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Definitely.
They can hear you too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Non-Zomatic. I'm definitely taking that with me. The Samurai Champloo soundtrack.
Oh,
okay.
That's a must.
New Jobbies.
Yeah, for sure. And I'll take David Bowie, the Spiders from Mars, Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars.
Okay.
Okay.
But I don't know why people hating on my Logic pick. That Logic album is incredible.
Great. I wouldn't have picked it, but it's great.
It's incredible. That's
people just hate Logic.
Yeah, I understand what. No. I get it. I don't like Logic either. I do not like Logic either. But that album itself, oh my god.
I can't think of my next two. I'm sorry, bro. I'll have to skip.
All right,
but
skip it.
We got another 5 from SSJ. It says, "What's up, Top Gang? I'm paying my Larry taxes. It hurt, but we all got to do it. Did you hear they said Trump signed bill minimum wage is $25? Hashtag happy birthday, Larry Bear." I did not hear that.
Hey, man, get your money.
Yeah, get paid, y'all.
Get paid.
Get paid. Another 2 from Nicholas Cortez. It says, "Who does current Usopp beat that Luffy has beaten?"
Bruno. Is that crazy?
No, it's not crazy.
No, he beats Bruno.
I'm trying to think if it's higher than that. I'm trying to think if he can get to Lucci and win.
No.
No. I feel like there was an SPS that Oda said that he could, and
Oda was lying.
I don't know about all that.
Oda was lying.
All right.
He knew he was lying.
We got another 2 from Luis Lopez. Appa versus Momo from Avatar. I'm assuming you mean Momo like the little, the what is it? It's not a spider monkey. That lemur, the lemur.
The lemur.
Appa. Yeah, I think it's. I don't know how Momo would win. We got another 5 from Pastor C. Theory: the dragon Ryuma slayed was one of the gods from the ancient mural.
Don't think so. Too easy to slay. That first world dragon, or the second world actually, looked incredibly big.
If we had gotten some sort of like reference that this isn't what really happened, this is just the story being told to us, then maybe. The fact that we got a visual, both in manga and then again in the one-shot animated that they did on Netflix.
Yeah.
I just can't vibe with that. It was too weak. It was too easy.
Yeah, way too easy. They ain't even struggle.
Yeah. We got another 5 from Daddy Maddie. It says, "Got a new job, so I can finally start catching more lives, and Larry knows that I got nothing better to do with my free time." Happy birthday, Larry. Terrible.
Yeah.
We got another...
Congrats, bro. Thank you.
We got another 2 from That Ain't A. My bad for the last super chat. Thought Low would be here. You don't have to super chat again to apologize for another super chat.
Yeah, it's all right, bro.
Thank you. We got another 4 months at Knockem Status from Fel Winter Peak. Favorite character in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Hashtag respectable muscles.
I like Al.
Okay.
I like Al a lot.
I was a big Roy Mustang guy, which I feel like is basic of me, but I was a big Roy Mustang fan.
I forgot Ed's and Al's teacher. I forgot her name. That was my girl.
Name too.
I forgot her name, but that was my girl.
Armstrong is the best character in that.
You like Armstrong too? Yeah, Armstrong was nice.
Armstrong was cool.
Armstrong was cool. I enjoyed Armstrong, but I really liked the female teacher. She was a bad name. Yeah, I forgot her name.
We got another 10 gifted memberships from Pig Hudson.
Thank you, Pig.
Thank you, Pig.
Appreciate that, man.
Throw the Knockem fist up.
Yes, thank you, Pig.
For the OG.
You want me to take over Super Chats?
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
Another 5 from Questy Toasty. My screen crashed.
It says, "Larry, please. I just want to see my family again. I promise to come back to the basement. I'll pay extra tax if need be. Hashtag Larry tax. Hashtag Happy B-Day. Hashtag BBL Seb." All right, one, FBI, police, whoever's watching this is not true. None of this is... I'm not responsible for any of this behavior. Mauricia Amato. Why did I think that somebody was knocking on the door at the pod? They said with 2 months to Nakama status says, happy B-Day to the GOAT. My just passed this weekend.
Happy birthday.
Mine just passed this weekend. Happy birthday, Mauricio. And also thank you, man.
I'm back, yeah.
All right.
Another 10 from Asiel Montoya. Do y'all think Usopp will die? My small personal theory is that he will lose a major battle after attempting to right his wrongs in a future plot or stake. People / Straw Hats might think he died. Hashtag B-Day. We've talked about this a couple times on the past, on the pod. I think he's the only Straw Hat that I can see dying because he's the only one that I think that could fulfill his dream through death by being a brave warrior C, stepping up and sacrificing himself for the crew. I don't think Oda has it in him to do it, but it could be one of the last true like meaningful deaths that we get, where like Oda's able to pull at our heartstrings for real. Because as much as people don't like Usopp, I don't think any of y'all are prepared to see him go for real. If it was written into the story,
facts.
Like I don't think y'all are prepared to see how that would impact Luffy for real. Zoro, the rest of the crew. Like I don't think y'all are actually prepared to see what that would look like. I am, but I'm with it.
That's so funny.
So, yeah. Another 5 from Gum Gum Rocket. First time making it live with a heart emoji. Y'all think any more Straw Hats are conquerors? I'm hoping Usopp and maybe Sanji. Hashtag Larry Tax. Hashtag miss the twins with the crying emoji. They'll be back next week most likely.
Yeah, they'll be back next week.
There was a time where I thought Sanji could get it. I'm kind of off that now. There was also the way his character is written. For him to achieve his dream, there has to either be a complete reworking of his character and changing him from point A to point B, where like maybe Conqueror's Haki could get him to be this braver warrior of the sea, or he'd have to die. So to me, to tell that story in totality, you might need to do one of the two things. Odds are it's neither though. So.
Yeah, no more conquerors. Closest would be Jinbei, and Jinbei is way too obedient.
All right, another 10 Canadian from Nacho Madness. It says, Larry riding rocks is wild. People talking about Seb, shaking my head. Larry, at least take it out your mouth. Wow. JK, much love. Also got some cool SPS news and the letter I sent to Oda hopefully during calls. Hashtag W Seb takes. Is he saying that Oda responded to his question?
I don't know, maybe.
That would be kind of wild, bro.
Yeah, that would be kind of tough.
That would be tough. That's a flex right there.
Yeah, that's a flex, bro.
Yeah. But thank you.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Another 5 from Seb.
And I'm leaving it in.
Come on, man. Another 5 from Spencer Jones. Seb's surprise for Larry's B-Day is actually a cardboard cutout of Big Mom eating chips talking about, where's my cake? Where's my B-Day cake at? Hashtag thanks a lot, Seb. LOL. That's funny. We got another 2 from Jaquai. Drink your water, boys. Much love. Hashtag go Knicks. Yeah, go Knicks, man. People talking down on my team, bro. 51 wins this year. Playoffs, man. We got another 5 from Pastor C. Theory. The Dragon Ryuma Slate. Did I not read this already?
Think so. Maybe I sent twice.
Oh, might have sent twice.
Yeah,
Sorry,
accident.
Pastor C. Another 9 months at Knockup Status from Diamond Life. Happy 50th birthday, Larry.
Oh, my God.
Black don't crack. JK, all love.
Half black. Don't crack. I'll be cracking
You
halfway. Halfway.
Another 12 months at Yonko Status from Left Lane John Wayne. That's our highest tier of membership. It says, what's up, Nakama? Happy Born Day, Big L. Glad you and Seb made it in. Hype for the episode 200. We need a Marv cameo. Hashtag Marvaz. Hashtag Smoothie Gang.
Yeah. Marv gotta catch up to the manga, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Because that'll be a manga next week.
Yeah, it'll be a chapter. It'll be a chapter review.
Yeah. Thank you, though, bro.
Another 50 from Needless. Or Needles. I don't know how to say your name. Dog, for real, my name's Needles. Needles. There you go. Needle. Like needle with an S. Needles. But not gonna lie, Needless sounds cooler. I know it does. I was trying to help you out.
That sounds very dominated by you, bro.
Marv, hit your favorite sound bite button. Hashtag like the stream. Hashtag Larry Tags. Hashtag get up.
You wouldn't understand.
Yeah, I was thinking about Blankman earlier today. That's so fire, Mark. We got another 2 from Luis Lopez, Larry versus Sanji, and what diff. Y'all make me disrespect my boy on his birthday.
It's
man.
gonna be Sanji, bro.
That's it, bro.
Extreme diff.
Too fast, man.
All right.
Too fast. All right, we got another 28 Canadian from Leo G. Here's a poem. Boa sees Luffy and starts to swoon, heart all mushy. Face maroon, Big Mom spots Krokembuchi. Galore, eyes go wide. She needs more Larry, bust it open, saying, love rocks feels too true. What else I got better to do?
Savage.
Leo, bro.
Yo, what was that? Oh, man.
You're the unsung poet of our time, bro. Thank you.
We got another 2 from Vox Luffy? Vonx Luffy? I don't know. Von X Luffy, is probably what it is. Orange Jr. versus Oimo and Kashi. Orange Jr.
Orange Jr.
Low diff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe. Nah, I didn't think I'm going to mid diff. I'm going low diff.
Yeah, low diff.
Yeah, low diff.
Yeah.
Another 5 from Kirby. It says, Shamrock, a Mihawk victim. If you let Fexer tell it, hashtag get this shadow clone jutsu out of here. Shout out to all the guests we had today.
Yeah.
Another 20 from Left Lane John Wayne. It says, what if instead of rejoining the crew on Water 7, Usopp goes to Elbaf, meets Gohan, and has been training with him since? Where would he rank on the crew once they've reached Elbaf? And would he want his fade with Luffy? Oh, man.
He'd be under Jinbei.
We got to figure out how strong Gohan actually is, right? Before we can even have
so,
this.
just the basic training and hockeys, letting him power up for a while. He'd be under Jinbei still.
Here's the thing. Kobe was training with Garp and Bogart, and he still didn't get to like a Jinbei level, technically. You know what I'm saying?
True.
And like I feel like I don't know if I want to say Kobe was starting at a higher point than Usopp because I don't think he was, but like it's like I feel like Kobe's
stronger than Frankie though.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like he's more how do I say this? He's probably easier to train. You know what I'm saying? Like Kobe's probably more dedicated to doing this and becoming stronger than Usopp would have been probably even in this situation. Mm-hmm. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm misreading the situation. But
yeah,
like I feel like Kobe getting training.
So is Usopp better than Frankie after? I disagree. I think he's better.
You think he's better?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad at it.
Yeah.
He's still not being Jinbei though. So. And yeah, sure, he'd want his fate with Luffy. He's gonna lose again.
He'd lose again for sure.
Another 28 Canadian from Mr. Friday. It says, "Yo, Larry, my man, happy birthday."
Thank you.
I also had a birthday on the weekend, so big ups to the Aries gang.
Oh, happy birthday, Friday.
Been a fan of the pod for over a year now. Sadly, I'm not exempt from the Larry tags. Hashtag Larry tags. Hashtag Usopp made a deadbeat. Hashtag like the stream. It's such a wild take from you, bro.
Yo, bro. I gotta stop entertaining y'all, bro.
I don't know why you said that.
Yo, a lot of these things are gonna come back to bite me, bro.
Maybe. All right, we got another $50 from our guy Shonen Showdown, who's just here. It says, "Happy birthday to the Big Mom Bathwater King, Larry. Keep shining, bro. Hashtag Sabo's morning routine. Hashtag Sabo gotta get at least Admiral level." I agree, he gotta get there. Hashtag Larry tax is due tomorrow. Hashtag Seb tax due tomorrow. Ain't no Seb tax, man. Ain't no Seb tax. To And if y'all haven't already, please follow Shonen Showdown.
Yeah. Marv left real quick, so I'll read the next two.
Okay.
That way the camera stays. All right, so from MJ to 11 months to Yonko status. Thank you. MJ says, "Yo, it's been like half a year since I last watched y'all live. It's good to be back finally, and Mugi is here for a pleasant surprise. Hashtag, is Larry tax still a thing?" Yes, it is, unfortunately. And then he sent 10 gifted memberships to everybody. So please throw up W's for our boy MJ. Al Suave with the 5 says, "If there's ever a One Piece abridge, I hope Mugi no Goofy writes it and stars in it. Amazing creator. That would honestly be gold. He would just need to have different people voice other people. That would be amazing, bro. Because I love the Dragon Ball Z abridged. So if he could do something like that, it would be hilarious." Jerk Chicken with the 5 says, shout out to that guy who fixed Seb's heat in the worst take stream.
It wasn't fixed for him. I still having heat issues, low key, bro.
That was so funny, bro. Everybody was thinking what we were thinking.
Yo,
Everybody
bad,
thought the
bro.
same thing, bro.
It was bad, bro.
Mirror B with the 5 says, which One Piece shorty have the most daddy issues? Hashtag Larry taxes. Hashtag Latina heat. The most daddy issues?
Probably Yamato, right?
Yeah, Yamato. If you consider her a shorty, depending on where you stand.
Stop it.
But yeah, she got the most daddy issues.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't even think there's a debate after that.
I'd probably say Shirahoshi next because she's locked up in a tower like Rapunzel.
She's locked up for protection, but I feel
that's daddy issues a little bit.
Big Mom got abandoned, but I don't think she acts like she got daddy issues, but she don't
got.
She don't care about her dad at all.
Nah, not
She's
at
not
all.
even thinking about that, dude.
NYC Anime Nerd with the 2 says, Larry keeping the huzz in line at a con is working. Orphan Slayer with the 2 says, Yamato versus King, who ya got? I got Yamato.
I got Yamato as well.
Yeah.
Orphan Slayer is a crazy name.
Von X Luffy with the 2 says, at the time Rocks stabbed the future king of Elbaf, he's not going to be king, bro. It's going to be Hajrudin.
Yeah, it's going to be Hajrudin.
Yeah. Sin Farrell with the 2 says, Seb said, cheating is cool and my wife Hockey glared me.
My fault.
See?
My fault.
Dude, bugging, bro.
You just gotta
Why would you
aggressively
say that?
You gotta aggressively disagree with me. You know what I'm saying? That's all you gotta do.
Daddy Matty with the 2 says, can we get a Marv feature for episode 200? If Marv wants to ever come on the show, he's more than welcome.
Yeah.
We just got to have somebody take his place for the time being.
Right.
Yeah, it got to be like a break week, though.
Yeah, it got to be a break week. Yeah. Needles with the 2 says, what's a cover art you'd want to see? Happy birthday. A cover art? Every single Yonko just standing like straight up. You remember that cover art with the Jinchurikis from 1 to 9?
Yes.
Have that with the Yonkos.
That was tough. That was really tough.
Super tough. That was my wallpaper for mad long on my computer. Have that, but with the Yonkos. That'd be tough for me. And they hold their numbers, too, like when they became Yonkos.
Like the order that they were?
Yeah.
Okay.
That'd be tough as hell.
I think that's
yeah, because
cool.
I think there's 8 Yonkos that we know of.
I want something that Oda used to do a while back, and I feel like he just hasn't been doing it as often. He used to have the arc villains on one side and then have the Straw Hats on the other side.
Okay.
I would like to see him bring that back. Like, I know he had one for the Alabasta arc. He had one for Enies Lobby. Now we get, like, the arc villains as a whole on some of these color spreads, but we don't get, like, the matchup kind of ones that we used to get. So I kind of want to see that again.
Okay.
But that's just me. I like yours better, though.
Yeah, that would be fire, bro.
That'd be tough.
We have T-Dot with the 34. Says, happy birthday, my bald king. Thank you, bro. Bald king. Q, do you think Emu... hold on one second. My bad. Q, do you think Emu and Joy Boy could have been bros? Been reading up on Reem and Romulus. And I think the Void Sentry would be even cooler if it was a battle between brothers. Hashtag bang bang buggy gang.
Maybe. I mean...
I don't really like the idea. All right, so I'm not really a fan of Star Wars because the whole galaxy depends on this one particular family. And it's like, bruh. So I don't like the idea of that. Yeah. I think more people should be capable than just specific families.
I feel that. I remember my dad telling us about the story of Romulus a long time ago. So maybe just because like it would bring me some sort of reconnection to the era of my childhood, but like I don't even remember the story like that. I just remember the name. So I'd have to do a little bit more research to see the connection here, but I can't dismiss it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't. So.
All right. Anthony Herrera with the 5 says, can we say Rox's first mate or vice captain was Edward Newgate? Hashtag happy B-Day. CD Larry. Hashtag Blackbeard gang. Thank you, bro. I would say yeah.
I would say yes as well.
Is he a first mate or vice captain? I would say he's most likely vice captain. Yeah. I can't see him as a first. Maybe first mate. We don't know.
He was the only one on Elbaf with him.
Yeah.
He's the one
sure.
that. He's the first name we heard connected to Rocks. He's the first person we saw telling people that they wanted Rocks to come see. They wanted you to see Rocks or whatever. Like.
He gives very much Ben Beckman
yeah.
vibes. Yeah.
So.
Nimbus Jujubi with the 2 says, will all the supernovas join the Grand Fleet?
No. I don't think so.
Legend is King with the 10 says, happy B-Day, Bald Man Larry. Okay, we're guys. Outside of the future site, what else does Zoro need to prove he is Admiral level? Hashtag bless Larry with some Latinas. I have one, bro. Hashtag give me my brother's ball back. Hashtag top text. To prove he's Admiral level?
I mean, some people tell you he already is. Honestly?
It'd probably be the observation. I think that's the only thing. He got the attack power. He got means of hurting them.
He's got the durability.
He got the endurance.
Yeah, he said outside of future sites. I'm trying to think of that double jump that was brought up last week.
The double jump? He just needs to be more mobile in the air.
Yeah. Was it last week? 2 weeks ago? I don't know.
Maybe.
Double jump, bro.
That's about it. Lord, 3 times, welcome to Yonko status. Beats by DJ, welcome to Shichibukai status. Off-brand with the 2 says, yo, Kaido's soul gotta be an atomic bomb. LMAO. Oh, if it was made into a homie? Yeah, that would be crazy. That would be crazy.
That would be kind of wild.
Slap yo mama. Welcome to Nakama status. Aleezy with the 2 says, Swordsman, Garland, or Marvin? Mihawk in 5.
Mihawk in 5.
Mihawk in 5. Lord 3 times with the 10 says, what if the One Piece is similar to the scroll in Kung Fu Panda? Or what if Luffy isn't the one like how Roger wasn't? Happy B-Day, Big Aries, mine on the 18th. About to vacate a PR for a week. Wish me luck. Hey, man, take me with you. I love PR, bro. Also, happy birthday, man. Happy future birthday.
Yeah, I've always wanted to go to PR, man.
Yeah, hopefully we get to go this December.
Let me know, bro. I will use flight credit right now.
Well, it's definitely happening.
Okay.
No matter what.
All right.
Thank you, though. Yami no Ho with the 20.
We didn't answer the first part of the question.
Did we not? Oh.
The scroll.
I don't know what the scroll in Kung Fu Panda is.
I watched Kung Fu Panda one time. I enjoyed it. I don't remember the scroll situation. But the other question is, what if Luffy isn't the one like Roger wasn't? So
I think it's impossible.
Yeah.
During this time period.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
What are we doing? If it's just like, oh, it's not like, I get, like, I don't love the Child of Prophecy stuff, but, like, if we're here already, Luffy gets to Ralph Town, it's like, oh, man, you're still too early. Like, what are we doing?
You know what's crazy about that Luffy prophecy thing? It was actually said in chapter 1, page, like, 47, 48, when Luffy went on, like, his voyage. Mm-hmm. It said, Luffy's Great Voyage of Destiny. And I've never saw the word destiny before, but now that I have, I'm like, damn it.
From day one, bro.
From day one.
From day one.
We just never accepted it. But it said that. I was like, oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So.
I mean, that could be an editor's note or whatever. I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
It's been out for a while.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anyway, Beats by DJ with the 20 says, Happy G-Day, Lord Larry. Some people came to my house demanding double my Larry tax because of this holy day. I didn't mind, though. I had nothing better to do. Hashtag Larry tax. Hashtag Sebi say sorry. Hashtag Marv, don't mind him.
My fault, y'all. You missed Yami no Ho's. You read his name, but we didn't actually read his super chat.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Beats by DJ. Thank you, man. Yeah, I gotta stop, bro. Yami ni Ho says, Happy birthday, big dog. Enjoy it all. Also, whose divine departure was stronger, Shanks or Roger?
The one we saw from Shanks was stronger, in my opinion. I do think Roger can generate a stronger divine departure. Does that make sense?
Not to me.
It doesn't make sense to you?
No.
So what I'm saying is, Roger was like jokingly like, ha ha he he, let's get Oden out of here so I can go fight Whitebeard.
Yeah.
If he had been in the situation that Shanks was in, and was like, okay, people I care about are actually about to be hurt, he would have generated a real Roger-esque one-shotting whoever type divine departure. And it would have been stronger. Basically, Roger's capable of a stronger divine departure. The divine departures that we saw between the two of them, I think Shanks was stronger. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. That's me.
I think it could go both ways.
Mm-hmm.
I could also be like, yeah, because he's so much stronger, his attack equals out to what Shanks outputted at that moment.
Mm-hmm.
And because Kid is weaker than Oden, durability-wise, and also Conquerors-wise, and hockey-wise, I can see how, because Oden was with Whitebeard for a little bit. So he had some type of hockey training to a degree, right? Somebody had to teach him, like, yo, you got Conquerors, dog.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know that Whitebeard needed to teach him anything. I feel like he might have had all that already known.
He just didn't know about it.
I don't think he didn't know. Like, he's on Wano, bro. Like,
he knows Rio is. He probably didn't know what Conquerors was because nobody else had it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he couldn't bang out against somebody else that had it, so he can never...
Fair.
Yeah, it's like, how do I train this? And then he goes with Whitebeard. They probably scuffle a little bit. He fought Gaban a couple times, apparently. So it's like, why not? Anyway, Stephen Harper became a Nakama. Thank you. Austin Hart became a Nakama for 13 months. He says, happy B-Day, Larry. Que Don't Be a Menace birthday song.
We can't do that.
Oh, my God.
Larry gets shot.
Thank you. Smooth Weed with a 5 says, doesn't it make way more sense that Emu values strength more than blood ties to be his strongest force by making commoners honorary CDs / God Knights? Yeah, he tried to do it with
Loki,
yeah. And he tried to do it with York. Smooth Weed with a 5 says, Figarlands are the family that's been doing the job of being a God's Knight for the longest time, serving as the 20th family, but not an OG world government family. I said something like that a while ago, actually.
Yeah.
Debatable Anime with the 5 says, happy birth anniversary, bro, because you only get one birthday. Enjoy. See you at Momocon. All right, man, I'll see you at Momocon if I decide to go. But thank you. Anime NYC Nerd says with the 5, I love how Seb is letting it slide for your B-Day. No crash out today. And get off the corner. I love rocks also. Here's some Binks sake to many more. Oh, thanks, man. Drink up.
I don't think you've said anything that would make me crash out yet. The closest thing would be the Roger one-shots Blackbeard, but I genuinely think that's a possibility.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think that's crazy. But that's just because I scale Roger crazy. So.
Digital Cat with the 5 says, what's a cover story you wish Oda drew? Mine would have been the Blackbeard pirates each getting their devil fruits from their previous user. Hashtag fire. Latino tax, hashtag best book club.
That's fire. I would have loved to seen that.
Yeah, that would have been dope. I mean, we just answered that question too. So.
No, this is cover story. So this is like a story
cover
that's fire.
Story.
Yeah.
That would be dope.
That's better. I always say.
Yeah, I like that way better.
I always say the Doflamingo escaping Impel Down, Virgo putting himself back together and going on the mission to save him kind of thing. This is so much better than that.
Yeah, I would like to see Blackbeard, Law, and Kobe taking over Hachinosu.
Yeah.
That would have been a good one.
Shoot, even Rocks recruiting all the members, nah? Can't do a cover story of that?
Nah.
Need more than that?
That's more.
Okay.
You need more than that. Stephen Harper with the 5 says, happy birthday, bro. 163 out of 400, those numbers on Luffy and Robin and Egghead. Do you think they are related to manga / anime chapter / episodes? Easter egg style.
I don't even know what you're referring to, bro. I'll be honest with you.
The 163 out of 400, those numbers on Luffy and Robin and Egghead. I do not know what he's talking about.
Me neither.
Is he talking about the circle around the Egghead itself that was displaying numbers?
Nah, but we got the answer to that. That was like the power defense thing. It's got to be something with the outfits they were wearing or something. I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
Yeah.
All right. If you can locate a specific chapter that we can call back to, I can try to find it. But I don't, off the top of my head, I have no idea what you're talking about, and I don't have a reference that it could be referencing. So, my bad.
Nikes and Gundams with the 10 says, happy birthday, Larry. Thank you, bro. You're the true pillar to this One Piece community. Oh, that's a pleasure to hear. Seb, I'm forever rocking with you for that album choice. Below the Heavens is a classic.
Yo, he know, man. Blue in Exile, bro.
It was good.
It's so good. I love it, bro.
Wise Life Jody with the 5 says, we want Seb to slander Blackbeard and Larry to slander Rocks.
I don't think you can get Larry to slander
Who would be stronger
Rocks?
If they switched personalities, Shanks or Kaido? Hashtag nothing better to do. One, how am I going to slander Rocks when I just started getting something on him?
Listen.
Like, Sab and them been fans for like 10 years.
Yo, but you went off the deep end for Rocks.
I didn't.
I didn't do that with Blackbeard. I've never done that.
I listed everything that Rocks has under his belt.
Bro, you said you would join his crew.
I would. You've said that you would be on Blackbeard's crew.
I've said I would be on Kaido's crew. I've said I'd be on Shanks' crew. Like I would be on a pirate ship.
Nobody's good enough for me. All right.
Bro.
Also, if Kaido and Shanks switch personalities, who would be stronger? Shanks and Kaido's body. Yo, Shanks and Kaido's body, bro. Kaido wouldn't know what to do if he was able to get punched in the face and really get hurt.
Are we talking like full Ginyu?
Yeah, bro. It's Shanks, bro. Shanks and Kaido's body, bro.
I think Shanks just gains more than Kaido would.
He already has the offensive abilities.
But what he's saying is, I think more specifically is how that they interact with people would it change how strong they become. Because like Kaido's super aggressive in part because of how strong he is. Is Kaido not as aggressive now that he's human? Does he have the same viewpoints on life? Like he's a whole, I'm an Oni, I'm better than you.
Mm-hmm.
Like that is part of his shtick. That's not there anymore.
He's now stronger.
He's not.
That's the point.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah,
no.
I agree with you.
Loki Dean with the 5 says, Happy Larry Tax Day. Oh my God. How many pre-time skip CP9 agents does each current Straw Hat beat? Hashtag Larry Tax over child support. Hashtag Larry Tax tariffs incoming.
How many pre-time skip CP9 agents? I mean, for a few of the Straw Hats, they've beaten all of them without issue. Do you think Frankie could solo the entire CP9?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think Frankie could too.
Okay.
Frankie, Nami, which is crazy, but Zeus is there.
Zeus is there, bro.
Yeah, Zeus is there.
Zeus is there. I'm still gonna no for Nami.
I don't think Chopper could. I don't think Usopp could. Those are probably only. But Brook, yeah, Brook will beat all of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably put that.
You might.
Lucci go hard,
you might
bro.
want to.
I
Yeah.
know.
I mean, for that time period.
Maybe.
Dole Sepka with the 7 says, rank the most impressive feats versus CP9 and Ennis Lobby from all the Straw Hats, including Usopp's snipe on Spandam. I got Zoro last. What do you think?
Wow. That snipe was crazy. The distance on that was wild. I don't know if you remember. To me, Luffy's most impressive feat in that whole arc was actually him. It's not fair to call it a one-shot, but he knocked Lucci out when he went gear 3rd and hit him.
Yeah.
Like, he hit him one time and Lucci was out cold. They had to wake him up kind of thing. So to me, that's all. I was like, yo, this is wild. Just land that. Like, I need you to just land again. And he's knocked out apparently because, like, he was going to fall into the ocean.
Yeah, it was.
And, like, he got hit into the ship. So I was like, that was the most impressive thing that he did. After that,
I can't rank all of them.
It's hard, bro. It's hard. Like,
it's a lot.
Cause Zoro and Sanji, once they got their power ups, like they basically one-shot their opponents. So, like Diable Jambe, I thought it was insane when I saw it like for the first time when he kicked him. I was like,
he kicked him a couple times though.
No, so he kicked him in the chest and made him fly, and then like that second one, he like countered and then kicked him down. I was like, yo, I thought he could like fly or something. All of a sudden, I was like, this is wild.
Low key, Chopper versus the Yo-Yo guy.
Yo, the toss?
Yeah, bro.
The toss?
Yeah, that was like number 1 for me. That was so memorable. I was like, bro.
I feel you on that.
He threw him across like the entire like island, which was crazy. But yeah, Chris Howitt with the 20 says, who wins Fujitora versus Zoro fight? I got Fuji now.
I still got Fuji for now.
Yeah, for now.
For now.
For now.
To be honest, if Zoro flexed a little harder on Elbaf, I'd probably switch up. Or even on Egghead. I'd probably switch up.
If he flexed on Egghead a lot harder, then yeah. But I don't think Lucci is...
When Lucci came through and it was like a thing, I was like, all right, maybe I got to step back on my Zoro gas. Because I was ready to be like, yo, he got it.
Well, that was because, again, Wano Zoro is so much different. The Straw Hats on Wano is so much different than Egghead.
The thing is, they've identified this as a thing before. Like, even at Annie's lobby, Nami was like, yo, they're not fight. Like, once they have something they're fighting for real, you'll see the real version of them. She made a mention of that either during the Sea Train or just before the Sea Train, when they were going to actually go get Robin. They're not conflicted now. They're going to be whatever. So when we get to that point, when I see Zoro fighting again in that space that he was in Wano, I'll probably lean heavier to him in the Fuji thing. But for now, I'm an Admiral guy. I'm still going Fuji.
All right. Diamond Life with the 5 says, what if Usopp achieved his dream by saving kids on Elbaf like how he saved the toys in Dressrosa, and he becomes integrated into Elbaf history?
You're going to have to do it in a different way.
Yeah.
I'll say that. Because what he did to save the kids to save the toys there, like that.
In Dressrosa.
That was like a gag. Like, it wasn't some epic moment.
But that's him.
But that's what I'm saying. If we're going to do this and you can become the lore of Elbaf and all this, like, I need more. You know what I'm saying? Also, I really like what you said earlier about Loki being the apex of Usopp. Like, this is him if he was something. I like that.
Yeah. Kremet Dai has become a Yonko for 17 months. Thank you so much, man. 17 months is crazy. Great to be a part of this community. And Larry was popping off last week. I was dying. Rox is definitely that guy. Try to tell him, bro.
I never said he wasn't. I said it's a possibility, man.
They
the 1% man.
They be messing with Blackbeard and having all these off-screen, running away, trying to figure out what to do. Meanwhile, Adu is literally in charge of 3 of the most prominent conquerors to this day and has all these, claims that Roger was his toughest adversary. And, listen, man, all I'm saying is there's a lot of, this dude was it. Meanwhile, everybody's like, yo, this dude's probably going to be it.
Hey, man, I rock with new rocks more than old rocks.
Don't disrespect
Is that
by
wrong?
That. Don't say that.
I'm wrong for that?
Torta Pounder with the 2 says, yo, Larry, can you adopt me real quick? Nah, bro, I don't take in orphans. Boogie B with the 2 says, the next OP time skip is upon us. Thoughts? Maybe.
We got time for that?
It probably happened after the One Piece is found. I don't know. Jamal Booth with the 10 says, back to Zoro versus base Luffy. Zoro has advanced Conqueror's coding. That's how he cut Kaido. Kaido even points out that Zoro has Conquerors right after he's cut. Gear 4 is needed at least. Happy B-Day L. Thank you. Well, the good thing about that is he doesn't have advanced Conqueror's coding. He has regular Conqueror's coding. Advanced Conqueror's coding is integrating Rio into the Conquerors. Therefore, it becomes advanced, right? Zoro, technically, if he had advanced Conqueror's coding, would have to not touch Kaido with his sword and cut him. Because Luffy, without touching Kaido, was able to punch him in his abdomen and in his chin, and also to block his Kanabo. If you look at Roger and Whitebeard, for instance, both have swords. Both went to attack each other. Both didn't touch blades. Why? Because that's advanced Conqueror's coding. They're using Rio and Conqueror's coding combined. So, no. Jada Rude with the 2 says, Bucky is Usopp on steroids. # here's the tax. Oh, that was the end of the super chats. Guys, thank you so much for all of your super chats and support. I'm pretty sure there's going to be more super chats coming through. If you didn't like the video yet, please like the video. So I'm going to do this One Piece theory.
I'm going to put up the giveaway for the call sweepstakes.
Okay.
While you do your theory. So do your thing.
All right. Let me drink a little water, though.
Yep.
All right, guys. So I have a theory. You know how I do. I read off my phone. So if you're watching this or you're hearing this, I read off my phone. I can't remember a lot of things that are in One Piece because there's a lot of details. All right. So here we go. Where is it? All right. I sound like Lawrence right now, don't I? All right. I stumbled across a really interesting One Piece theory the other day. The crazy part, the person who shared it didn't write anything out or explain it. All they did was post 2 anime clips and caption it. That's the reason why we call Oda the GOAT. His name is Anuj_official_YT. And even though he kept it super vague, the theory had so much potential that I just had to dive deeper into it myself. So here's the theory. Expanded and broken down just for you. The man with the burn scar may have been the one who sank Luffy's rowboat The moment he set sail from Fuchsia Village
Hey, yo.
to begin his grand adventure.
What? What? What, bro?
All right, hear it out though.
Talk to
Hear
me.
it out.
Talk to me.
In episode 1115, the Blackbeard pirates mentioned this mysterious man while talking about how to get to Laugh Tale. As you know, it requires 4 road poneglyphs. Kaido and Big Mom each had 1. The third is on Zo, protected by the Mink tribe. The 4th one, it's rumored to be in the possession of the man with the burn scar, a man who sails a pitch black ship, and everyone who gets close ends up swallowed by a giant whirlpool. Now flashback to chapter 1. Luffy defeats the Lord of the Coast, hops into his little rowboat, and starts his journey. The skies are clear. The sea is calm. All smiles when suddenly he says, "Who'd have thought this voyage would end in disaster so soon? Hard to believe I'm getting sucked into this giant whirlpool." With no one around to help, he dives into a barrel to survive. All right, what if that wasn't just a quirky start to his journey? What if that was intentional? So here's the question, Seb. If the man with the burn scar holds the final road poneglyph, why was he near Fuchsia Village? Why would he sink Luffy's ship specifically? And why didn't Luffy see him? Here's my take. The man with the burn scar was near Fuchsia Village because Shanks told him about Luffy, how he ate the Gomu Gomu no Mi, and how he shares the same dream as Roger. Just like Shanks told Rayleigh and Gohan about Luffy, and they both wanted to meet him. Shanks told this man too. I believe the man with the burn scar is a former Roger pirate, a fisherman named Sunbell. Let's look back. During Roger's final journey, we learned from Oden that 4 road poneglyphs are needed to reach Laugh Tale. Roger had 1 from Big Mom, 1 on Fishman Island, 1 at Wano. He copied it quickly before leaving. And the final one hidden at Zo by the Mink tribe. Now, fast forward 25 years. We know where 3 of those poneglyphs are, but the one from Fishman Island is missing, mysteriously missing. So what happened to it? Here's what I think. After Roger disbanded his crew, they had to go through Fishman Island to drop him off at Jaraiya in the South Blue, where he reunited with the love of his life, Porcus de Rouge. After that, they went back to Wano to drop Oden off. At some point in that journey, Roger asked Sunbell, likely due to his fisherman heritage, and a deal with King Neptune to take and protect the Fishman Island Road poneglyph. Just like Rayleigh stayed at Sabaody, Crocus at Reverse Mountain, and Gohan at Elbaf, Sunbell's duty was to protect that poneglyph. Now back to Luffy. Shanks tells Sunbell about Luffy. So what does Sunbell do? He shows up near Fuchsia Village to test Luffy, to see if this kid really carries Roger's will. That whirlpool, it wasn't an accident. It was a test of fate. Just like Gohan was testing Luffy at Elbaf, Sunbell tried to drown Luffy in a whirlpool to see if destiny would protect him. So why didn't Luffy see him? During the conversation with the Blackbeard pirates, Lafitte suggests that the man with the burn scar might have a devil fruit that creates whirlpools. But we know the Roger pirates didn't use devil fruits. Only Buggy and Toki did. So what if the whirlpool wasn't a devil fruit power at all? What if it was just Sunbell's natural fishman ability? Remember, fishmen can manipulate water. If Sunbell created the whirlpool from underwater, Luffy wouldn't be able to see him. And if his ship was far enough away, out of sight, all Luffy would experience is the effect, the whirlpool pulling him in. As for Shiryu's theory that the man with the burn scar is working with the world government, that doesn't sit right with me. If the government had the road poneglyph, why wouldn't they just lock it up at Mari Joa? The safest place in the world for it. The same way Imu has kept that straw hat. Leaving it out on the sea, vulnerable to theft or to be misplaced, makes absolutely no sense. So yeah, I don't buy everything the Blackbeard pirates were theorizing. To wrap this up, if the Straw Hats mirror the Roger pirates, then Luffy is Roger, Zoro is Rayleigh, Sanji is Gaban, and Jinbei is Sunbel, since they're both fishmen. The Roger pirates weren't just adventurers. They were also guardians of destiny. And Sunbel may have been testing Luffy the moment he set sail to see if the winds of fate would carry him just like they did Roger. What do you think?
All right, so at first I was like, hell no, right?
Mm.
I kind of like it, but at the same time I hate it because I've always been a don't retcon, don't change the origins of the story too much.
Mm-hmm.
This is like, we're changing even how Luffy wrecked. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I like it, but at the same time, I can't dispute it. And I've always kind of liked when you drop the original Sunbel could be the man marked by flames. Like, I like that this would be more evidence to that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I think the One Piece purist in me is like, nah, let Luffy's original journey, don't touch it, leave it alone. But like, also, part of me, I don't think, how do I say this? I don't think it's ever been alluded to that Sunbel was as important as Roger. I mean, as like Rayleigh and Gaban.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we've always gotten the like they're the metals, right? They're the copper, silver, gold. Like, that's been the whole thing. Like, these are the three. I've been a Monster Trio guy since the beginning. In part, not really in part, but in part because that's the emulation of the original Pirate King's crew. Like, this would be putting so much more importance on, like, another Roger pirate, even beyond Crocus. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I don't know. It's like...
So the thing is, too, you remember what I said earlier?
Yeah.
When I look back at chapter 1, like page 47 or 48...
The Destiny thing.
It literally says, Luffy's Great Voyage of Destiny.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we never caught that because Destiny was just like a word. But, like...
It would be a retcon, bro. I don't care what anybody tells you. I don't care what anybody says. It would be a complete retcon to have this random hacks Roger Pirate Fishman pull up on Luffy chapter 1 and be like, let's see what he about.
So you know,
but I can't dispute it because it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
So you know what's crazy? This wouldn't be the first pirate, or I would say unaffiliated government employee to visit to visit Luffy during that time.
Yeah.
Because remember, we had Kuma roll up.
Kuma was there.
And look to see what Luffy was up to.
And I complained about that being a retcon, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Like, why Kuma just here? But even then, like, we didn't have Luffy. This is actual chapter 1 changing. Mm-hmm. That was like Luffy in his flashback, the ASL flashback that we didn't actually see in chapter 1. That's just Luffy's backstory, technically. I don't hate it, though. I don't. Mm-hmm. I don't, man. So I don't know. They seem to vibe with it a little bit. It's got 54% or 53% yes rating on the poll that I put up.
Okay.
I didn't put in the Sunbelt part because I kind of typed it in when you were starting. Mm-hmm. I feel like the Sunbelt makes it more palatable to me, much more, much more. Originally, I was like, what was he talking about? Because I had my theories on who the man marked by flames is. You know what I mean? Or the burn scar man is. I kind of like yours better though. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. So,
yeah.
I don't know. I think it's cool. I think it's solid.
No.
Shout out to who was it? They didn't get the Sunbelt, so
yeah, they didn't get to all that. They literally posted 2 clips. It was literally the whirlpool from the story of the man with the burn scar, and then he switched right over to the whirlpool sucking at Luffy, and he was like, "This is why Oda's the GOAT," and that was it.
I'm glad that you were able to piece that into this and create this because that was dope. That was good. Yeah. That was pretty good.
Yeah, thanks,
shout out to Sunbelt, man. I know y'all be swearing I'm a Fishman hater, but it'd be cool to see him. Yeah. Right? So, right.
We got some super chats, and then we'll do phone calls.
We do. But before we get into super chats, I got one more surprise for you, bro.
Oh my god,
Just
bro.
one more. Just
my
one
God.
more. Mosh DMC, come on down, bro.
Oh,
The boy. Sorry, y'all. We'll get the call soon. But we got to talk with our guy, Mosh. Oh, no, Mosh left. No, Mosh, come back. I don't know if I can get to Mosh. Oh, my God. No.
Marv's so funny, bro.
Yo, Mosh, are you there?
Yo, Marv, you know what we need? You remember next Friday when Pinky was yelling at Craig? And he's like, say it one more again. We need to get that one, bro.
Oh, man.
I'm going to start telling you to, like, do certain ones. Yeah, that would be so
we
fun.
might have to wait on Mosh, man, but he was supposed to come through. He's here in the den. He's like muted or whatever on Discord. So when that changes, when that changes. Oh, he's server muted. Did we mute him? Did we mute Mosh at one point?
I don't know.
Crazy. I really don't like that.
Oh, all right. Let's try this again. Mosh, are you there?
Happy birthday to you.
This guy, bro.
Happy birthday to you.
All right, Mosh.
Happy birthday to Larry. Happy birthday to my boy.
What's good, man?
What's good, my guys?
What up, man?
How y'all doing, bro?
Chilling, man. I'm trying to be like you, bro. You out here taking studio pictures with the wifey, man.
Yeah, man. Need that.
Listen, man. That's beautiful, man. I'm so happy for you, bro.
Listen.
I'm trying to be
Much
at your
appreciated,
level
bro.
real good, man.
I'm gonna pray. I'm gonna pray for it, bro. It's in your future. I can feel it.
Mosh, I was trying to get Mosh to pull up, but he's
that would've
working
been
late.
dope.
So
Yeah.
couldn't
Yeah,
happen.
man.
new
working,
job,
man.
new hours. Things a little different now, though. You know, but I'm here to wish my boy a happy birthday.
Oh, thank you,
and
man.
to many more in the future. You feel me?
Thank you, man.
I
I
haven't heard your voice
appreciate
in
you.
a while, so
Yeah, it's been a minute,
good to
bro.
hear you.
I miss you, bro.
I miss your musk.
I miss your musk.
I got a new cologne too, so you got get some catching up to do.
Oh,
Jeez, man. Thank you, though, for pulling up, bro.
All right, brother. So I was told to apply a question or bring a question. I think I got one that's a little bit interesting, you know? It's probably one that no one's really thought about in a while.
Mm-hmm.
So everyone knows that Luffy, like when he awoken, like there was the drums of liberation, right?
Mm-hmm.
And basically his heartbeat generates a sound. And there's two things about Gear 5 that we know. That when he laughs, he gets stronger, but also the drums kind of like help him regenerate in some kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
My thought process is now that Brook is essentially called the Soul King, right? And throughout One Piece, we know that music has a lot of ties into certain things, like when you go back to Skypiea and the Ancestral Tree and XYZ. My thought process is when Luffy awoke into Gear 5, he basically died and came back. For Brook's Devil Fruit to even be in use, he had to die and come back. So that kind of has like a string of fate, you know what I'm saying? So I'm wondering if could Brook's music enable a different power within Gear 5? Because when Brook was sent away to during the time skip, like he was using his music to empower the bandits that he was with to like overthrow them. So I'm saying, like, what if Brook kind of plays a tune when Luffy goes Gear 5 that kind of incorporates his strings and the drums and kind of creates like an ensemble, you know, like a party house that so Luffy has like a different type of power up. My thoughts, like, what do you think of that?
It's interesting.
Yeah, I mean,
he'd be like a white mage in an RPG.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool. I like that.
I just don't know if I like the idea of it giving Luffy different powers. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe not different powers, but like, like he just fighting on like a different timing. You know, instead of it's like him laughing, like maybe him like because he can create anything from his imagination, right? So he hears the drums and he hears the strings. He's like, hold on, I can do something with this. You feel me? And like, you know,
it'd be
I don't know.
interesting
That's
if
the
like
thought process I had.
if Luffy went into Gear 5 and then Brook started playing Bing Sake.
Ooh.
Like, what kind of, like, essentially what I'm thinking is, like, Masha's saying, like, the Drums of Liberation is kind of like a power source for Gear 5. So what if you supplanted it with, like, the Bing Sake and created a different power source so Luffy doesn't run out of stamina so quickly. It would kind of be like
I'm all for
it would
Luffy.
kind of be like Frankie when Chopper was throwing him like the green tea and like the sodas. Yeah, and it gave Frankie like different types of moods. But it was also a power source. It just wasn't the main power source. I can mess with it.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah,
I can see that.
I'm all for Luffy boxing Emu while
Brook in the back just playing the
That'd be mad hard.
Stop playing.
I can see that. I would like it even more though if it affected the entire crew. If Brook became a full blown support character in that sense, where like he made Sanji, he gave Sanji the ability to access Conqueror's like features through music.
Maybe
that would be tough as hell.
What would be dope is any relevance Brook can have in this would be great because one, Luffy was like, "Oh, I want to get a musician." It was a huge thing for him, and two, like people have always talked about he's the like. I don't want to say useless Straw Hat or whatever, but like if he could enhance Luffy or enhance the rest of the crew in some way with music, like I think that would be fire. And we always talk about Oda having these ideas that spill into the movies that end up being canon. And the Uta movie, Film Red, was a lot of influence about Devil Fruit interactions with music sheets and things. So remember Lawrence had his like the poneglyphs could be music sheets, thought process and things like that. But we talk about the influence or manipulation that Brook can have on either Gear 5 or the Nika Fruit. I'm trying to see drill music Luffy, bro. I'm trying to see King Von. We got Von X Luffy in here a few times. I'm trying to see Trap House Luffy, bro. Trapping, bro.
You need help.
Make it happen.
I'm trying to make it happen, bro.
You need help, bro.
They talking about Beethoven. I'm trying to see King Von, bro. Feel me? Drill type beats.
There we up.
Yeah. Turn my headphones up.
No, bro. It might happen, bro. We gonna get K-pop Luffy, drill Luffy, Jersey Club music Luffy.
Jersey?
I mean, Luffy's Brazilian funk Luffy. Stop playing.
I'm trying to see Capoeira Luffy, bro.
I'm trying to see Trapped in the Closet R. Kelly. Trapped in the Closet R. Kelly music Luffy. All right?
Yo, NBA YoungBoy Luffy is up, bro. You feel me? Nah?
Yeah.
Luffy gonna pull up like Kid Boo and start boxing.
But Mosh, man.
Yeah, Mosh,
we gotta
man.
get you back on the show for real, bro. One of these days.
Man.
Soon, bro. Soon.
Yo,
Like sometime
Mosh.
I'm gonna take a day off and pop out there, man.
So much love for you, bro. I miss you, man.
Miss y'all too, dog.
Yeah. But we gonna link.
Yeah, man. We gotta get to our caller sweepstakes. We got a couple winners that we gotta talk to. But always happy to hear from you, bro. Always.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Always happy to be here, man. Larry, again, happy birthday, brother.
Thank you, man.
To many, many more.
Thank you, brother. I'll holla
Much
at
love,
you,
dog.
man. Much love.
Yeah.
All right, man. That's all the special guests for the day.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get to calls now.
Okay.
And then we'll finish off with super chats. But we have 5 people waiting. We got our sweepstakes. It looks like Broker won, but he passed his winning ticket to NYC Anime Nerd, who has been trying to call in for a while now. So I'm happy
Super
we're able to
sweet
get him
guy.
in here.
He came in. He called like 3 episodes ago. 2 episodes.
Did he?
Yeah.
But Broker passed his winning ticket to him.
Broker's so sweet, bro.
So NYC Anime Nerd, what's going on, bro? Huh? Hello?
Hola.
Anime Nerd, you there?
Chilling. I think I count as a special guest also, so I'll take that. But
we'll count it, man. We'll count it.
all right.
My bad.
Just kidding. It's your day, Larry.
Oh, thank you, man. What's up?
Yeah, what's your question?
Did you have a good weekend? You looked super faded in that call.
What did you say?
Video.
He said, "Did you have a
but
good
it was a
weekend?"
message.
You looked super faded in that video message.
Oh,
you
I
sent.
was, man. I was there. I think I drank way too much on an empty stomach, to be honest, because I have food in front of me.
Bro, he refused.
I just didn't eat because I was catering to everybody else and trying to make everybody else laugh.
He refused to eat, and I told him to eat the food because I knew he was drinking like OD. And I'm like, bro, you've had this plate full of food, and the food was good. The food was really
the
good.
food was good.
He just refused to eat it for no reason.
Yeah.
So it was a good time though.
It was a good time. No.
Nerd, you still there?
Yeah, I don't know why my volume's super low, so I'm trying to hear you guys. But if no, it's definitely on my side.
Okay. We can hear you.
Yeah,
But
we can hear you.
You ready, Larry? Since you're just talking about birthday, and obviously happy birthday, I've got Bink Saki theory, and I've got a Brooks Awakening theory, since we both talk about them right now. Your choice.
All right. I think before you give the theory, you're coming in like in and out.
Yeah, now you're coming in choppy.
Yeah, in and out, like nonstop. I don't want you to like spit a theory and then you can't like nobody hears you.
Wait, which one did you say?
We didn't choose. We you're coming in and out choppy, so we can't hear you too well. No.
I'm coming in and out.
Yeah.
Here, hold on. Is that better?
Talk again.
Is that better?
Yes.
I think it's better.
Yeah, but we'll see.
We'll see.
He said to choose which theory. So it was a Bink Sake theory or a Brooks Awakening theory. It's your birthday, so you get to choose.
Bink Sake.
All right. Bink Sake
Bink
it
Sake.
is.
Yeah.
All right. So, if you can't hear me, I'm really sorry. I'll try and speak up, but it's pretty short. So, what if Joy Boy's full name was Kazuki D. Binks, and Bink Sake could be about his crew sailing around the world to deliver the poneglyphs? His ties to Wano run deep. The Kazuki family created the poneglyphs, and Wano's isolation might have been to protect him. Plus, Pluton is hidden in Wano, may be placed there by Joy Boy himself. Now, what if Joy Boy was the first D and founder of the D clan? The Kazuki family may have secretly passed it down, like Law and Neftari D. Lily. If Joy Boy was born in Wano, it would explain why Wano never joined the world government to protect his legacy. And also, what I think really ties into this, like, is Kaido, like, why does he only drink from his own special gourd in Wano? We know that Sanji has gotten recipes to power up the crew, so why could it not be possible that the sake from Wano is Bink Sake and it gives you some type of power up?
Okay. So there's just like a special sake from Wano itself that would make this Kozuki D. Binks be from there. Interesting.
I like it. I had to reevaluate the Bink Sake song again. It's been a while since
I read it recently.
Yeah, it's been like
it's very general.
Mm-hmm.
But I think was Kaido drinking from the gourd when Oden was getting about to be boiled? Because he was sitting with Orochi.
He was drinking from the cup, I thought.
He was drinking from the large sake cup, right? I don't know if they
poured the gourd into, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because think about it. Like, maybe the Binks sake was also made from old Wano's waters. Like, you could have used the rice, you know, obviously to make the sake, but use the water itself to, you know, I could see that being like a special sake. To give you special properties, though.
Although I just like when he got serious, quote unquote serious, like you know, like Drunken Master, you know, like would like relate back to obviously drinking, you know, sake. Obviously, that's like historical kung fu, but like, you know, I don't think that like Oda ever does something like unintentionally.
Unnaturally.
Yeah. And so
no, he's drinking from the gourd during the boiling as well.
Recipes kind of power ups.
Oh, you coming in choppy again?
You know,
yeah, nerd, you're coming in choppy again, nerd. You know, can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, you're coming in choppy that whole time.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, don't worry about it. It's cool. Don't worry about it. It's not you, bro. It's us.
It could totally be him, bro.
It could, bro. I'm just trying to make him feel better.
Do whatever you did when you were telling the theory, because that worked perfectly. Nerd, you still there? Nerd going once. Nerd going twice. Damn, I might have to drop him, bro. But I like the theory, though.
Yeah, it was a good theory.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I remember he added us for it.
I remember reading it.
Yeah.
Interesting theory.
Yeah. All right, Nerd, we got to drop you, man. I got to get to some of these other calls, but thank you for sharing.
Yeah, thank you, Nerd. I know you're going to watch it back, so
yeah.
Thank you for that.
All right, next up, we have Luffy Nick. Luffy Nick, you there? Luffy Nick going once. Luffy Nick going twice.
Hello?
There he is.
Hey, what's up, man?
How's it going, man?
Happy birthday, Larry.
Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate you.
Hey, I just have a Oda theory for you guys. Just something about him and how he's been writing the story so far.
Okay. Let's hear it.
I believe that the movie Shiki was in I believe that the movie that Shiki was introduced in, Oda did not like how early he was introduced and how they changed Shiki's devil fruit to the movie version instead of what Oda originally had in mind. Oda had different plans for Shiki. Oda put into the manga as a character with a 30-year plan. Every time we even heard of Shiki, he was a legend during Roger's time. I believe that Shiki has been changed to be the Roxy Zebek of the story, meaning like Oda doesn't want to change Shiki's devil fruit from the movies version, but has been, I believe, on a few SBSs saying that he wanted to continue that version. It just alludes that he didn't want that character to be changed in that way and regarded. I believe Oda is now rewriting that story in front of us, that Shiki is no longer Roger's greatest rival, but one of his rivals. I believe there is a 30-plus year plan, but Shiki instead is a middleman for this plan. It's all Rox creating the plan. Also, Seb.
Talk to me.
I think that the Roxy Zebek being the strongest in the Roger verse right now is just the easiest tap-in theory. Like, if you haven't had a theory go right for you in a while, like, this is it. You did it.
I know you coming for me. I had the page one ulti's dad thing.
That's so funny.
That hit for me recently. It just wasn't a huge theory, but that hit for me recently.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I just I feel like it's been so alluded to by Oda just talking about it,
Mm-hmm.
Even the pieces we've received from him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad you know, bro. Because apparently facts don't matter anymore.
Listen, again, I always said it was a low possibility, but it's always a possibility till it's not. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Always. As far as Shiki and Oda's original thought process,
I had a question about that too. So, just to clarify, you're saying that the 30-year plan that Shiki had in place was originally created by Rox?
Well, okay. So I kind of added that into my paragraphs, but
okay,
that's going into a different theory. It's really deep and everything. That's for a different time, obviously. But if you want me to send it to you, I can send it to you. But yeah, it's. I think that his role in One Piece in the manga has lessened, but wherever Roxy Zebek is going is what originally Shiki was supposed to be.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Originally, what Shiki was supposed to be. Okay. What my other question was, you said that Oda had mentioned in SBSs that you remember that his devil fruit was to have it's not true to the power that Oda wanted for him. So what was it? What do you think it was? Or what did he say it was? Before they, till we did what they did.
I guess he's saying he thinks it's going to be whatever Rox's fruit is, maybe? I don't know. But go ahead.
I've heard a lot of creators talk about it. this is before I even like really started reading the manga, but what they would say is Oda did not like that Shiki could fly.
Got you.
Yeah.
In the movie, he was able to move the entire islands, basically. So.
Yeah, Oda did have a reference saying that there's only X amount of devil fruits that can actually fly a long time ago. I feel like he's been kind of having people be able to manipulate flight in some way for a long time.
But was Shiki not flying on a rock? Like he wasn't flying himself, was he?
So he was like, you could say he was making his blades fly, but the blades were like attached to him. But he was out there, just kind of up there.
Oh, I don't remember that. I always thought he was like on a rock. I haven't watched Strong World in mad long.
He was just up there chilling himself for various points.
Okay.
But again, it could just be him levitating the swords that are attached to his legs at this point. But,
Got you. Now I get what Nick is saying. Yeah. Okay. All right. Solid. I think it was solid analysis, man.
Yeah. I think it could be even accurate because I broke down what I thought for Shiki and what his future is or what his past was. In my theory with him versus Shanks, but I alluded to the same, like, he's meant for more than what we've gotten so far.
Oh, yeah, his resume is stacked. Shiki's one of the dudes that you're like, yo, how is this dude not one of the reigning emperors now?
So, if you think that Oda's kind of just taken from the Shiki original plot points or original thought process and kind of shifted it onto rocks, I could see that too. Because they were talking about, like, you talk about the taboos of the world. Like, Shiki was trying to find ancient weapons. Shiki was trying to become king of the world. Like, he was trying to take over and link with Roger. And even in that thought process, like, rocks has been a whole, I'm going to bring these huge powerhouses to my side so we can take over the world. That technically was what Shiki was trying to do with Roger. Yo, join my fleet. And we'll take over the world.
Yeah, he tried to do a Whitebeard too.
So, yeah.
I mean, I can see, this is why I'm saying that. And Nick, I know you're going to agree with me on this because of your take, what you just said about rocks. But this is like the type of context and connection that you could see that Rocks had such influence over his crewmates that each of them tried to take a piece of what he was trying to do and bring it into their own crews. Kaido with the meritocracy of people trying to be strong. Whitebeard probably wanting a family, but none of them could be conquerors because he didn't want to fight them like he did on the ship, right? Big Mom probably her dream was to have like a tea party, but like have all the races in the world. Maybe Zebek probably wanted to have that type of reign over the world because the world government didn't allow it. You know what I'm saying? And then you have like Shiki, who probably has this 30-year plan and probably wants to link up and probably has this certain honor towards Roger. It's like maybe that was part of like Shiki's upbringing. It was like, yo, this man did stuff like this. This has an influence on me.
Yeah, there's definitely an influence that Rocks has had on each of these, even just how they're structured. Like you talk about Kaido and the meritocracy. All of them also have where they don't do it like Rocks did, where they're all kind of equalized in a way, where it's like, yo, they're all kind of on the ship or whatever. It's like, hey, I'm here, everybody else is like King is much weaker than Kaido. Like Kaido's not recruiting Whitebeards. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Shiki was trying to recruit Roger, but like all the other Yonko, they were like, I'm up here, y'all are kind of down here as my subordinates. Where it's like Whitebeard, I don't know if he straight up is a subordinate of Rocks or isn't or whatever, but at the minimum, he's a powerhouse in his own right. I don't know that any of the Yonkos have been doing that, except maybe Shiki was trying to with Roger.
No.
So it's like, at the minimum, they saw that and was like, yo, we ain't doing that. I can't do that. Rocks could do that. I can't do that. So, I don't know. I like the thought process, though.
I like that idea, too, though.
Yeah.
It's like we don't have the necessities in order to fulfill what Rocks was trying to do.
Right.
It takes probably, like, you're going to consider this glazing, but I don't care. It probably takes a considerable person with immense strength in order to accomplish what Rocks had because it was so unstable and the dream was too grand.
Dude.
So maybe it's like Whitebeard, he knew he was strong, but ultimately Luffy and crew knows they're strong, but they need help. And that was like the whole reason Oden failed, is because he was strong, but not everybody else. So it's like maybe Rocks was that person who was like, yo, I got as far as I did on my strength alone, But I also know I needed these strong people too. I just needed to somehow get through it with them.
Dude, Whitebeard straight up said, we don't need, like, I've been on crews like that. It doesn't work. Like, with Oden. Like, normally you're the type of person that wouldn't join because whatever, right? Kaido also said, we don't need any more conquerors. Like, he straight up said that when you defeated Luffy and found out he was a conqueror. We don't need any more. Because they got me. Like, I don't need to see, like, I saw it. I witnessed what too many conquerors on one ship looks like. Mm-hmm. So, they're definitely influenced by rocks in some way.
Yeah,
so,
I like this little analysis theory thing that you did, Nick. It was dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, when you were talking about basically the wings of rocks, I gotta send you the theory. It's really good. It's a good one, Larry. And Seb, if you're interested, also.
Yeah, put it in the Discord. Ask us a question and just tag me. I'd really like to.
Okay, absolutely.
I really want to know who the other wing is because in my mind, it's probably
it's
like
and Whitebeard,
it'd be like Shiki and Whitebeard.
Yeah, but
who knows? But all right, thank you, Nick.
All right, have a good day, guys.
Yeah,
thank
you
you,
too, bro.
Yep.
Later. That's interesting.
Yeah, I like it.
Who you would really consider Shiki the left wing? I don't know, bro.
Why not?
I don't know, bro.
Why not?
It mess around and be like Captain John or something like that.
I love me some Shiki, bro.
Captain John give me Sanji vibes.
I've said Shiki was the who's who of the group. If he could be elevated even further, I'm with it. I like Shiki.
I like Shiki too. Resume stacked.
Yeah, man, shoot. All right, who was next up? Next up was Young Bull Trent.
And he got the blonde hair.
Let's get Trent in here, man. Trent! You still trapping, bro? What's up?
Trent, what's up, brother?
Trent going once. Trent going twice. Oh,
yo.
There we go. There we go.
What's up, Trent? How are you, bro?
Hey, doing good. Not trapping.
Glad to hear it, man. What's up, man? You got
First of all, I do got to get this off my chest. Seb, Marco is trash.
Oh my god! Yo, he DM'd me this. Yo, he DM'd me this whole. Oh my gosh, bro!
Why?
He talking about Sanji would mid diff him. Like, come on, man. Come on, bro.
Hey, look. Let me just say this though. Hey, it's the truth right now, man. Like, he's not that. Like, are you gonna tell me he's not? Like, for real? Like, you gonna say Marco is beating Sanji right now?
I don't think he's beating him. I don't think Sanji's beating him mid-diff, bro.
Yeah, mid-diff is crazy.
It's crazy,
Oh, no, you're crazy.
Oh, my gosh.
That's a little disrespectful,
And he's right there, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's your homie right there.
I love me some Sanji, but he's not mid-diff and Marco, bro.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think it'd be extreme diff, for sure. I don't even know if he could beat Marco, to be honest.
Larry, you're tripping.
I'm serious, man. I don't know if he could.
This time I was trying to not talk to you about anything, but I don't want to have to.
Because if you think about it, right? Like the flames itself, like we saw Marco cancel out Prometheus.
Yeah.
Right? So it really comes down to like who has the better hockey and speed feeds.
Yeah.
Or regeneration ability. And I feel like Sanji will probably tire out before Marco's officially done.
He doesn't get the air advantage that he gets with other people.
Yeah, that's true
Marco
too.
can fly.
Yeah, Marco can fly.
Yo, Trent, you gotta understand. Marco has lost to Yonkos, right? If you want to call Blackbeard that cool, whatever. Sanji ain't that, bro. I love me some Sanji. He's not Big Mom. He's not Blackbeard.
Okay, he's not. Nobody said he was Big Mom or Black. Okay, first of all, Blackbeard, I just don't even acknowledge him. Yeah. But anyways, we're not gonna get on to that.
All right,
bro. But since I mean, Larry had to say something. I guess I'm gonna have to talk to Larry about Zoro versus base Luffy. This little
oh my god,
dumb stuff right here.
Why is it dumb? Which way you leaning, bro?
Larry, look, I get it. You know, Luffy, it's always been Luffy is one and Zoro's two. It's always been that way. And most likely in the story, it will always be that way.
Yeah.
But here's the problem. Zoro will always bring out probably the best in Luffy in that crew. If they get in a fight, he's going to bring out the best in Luffy in that crew.
Mm-hmm.
No doubt. He's going to make Luffy work for it. He made Luffy work for it last time. He's the one that gave Luffy. Pretty sure, isn't the cut on the chest from Zoro?
The cut on who?
On Luffy's chest? Nah.
Mm-mm.
Nah.
Or he?
Nah,
I just
from
remember.
Akainu,
I'm
dog.
just saying. Yeah, I forgot. I forgot about that. I'm not gonna lie.
You forgot Akainu just punched him in the chest?
I've been what?
You think you forgot Akainu punched him in the chest?
Luffy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I've been doing some homework on all y'all's past videos to try to look and see where y'all messed up.
Oh my god.
Kind of hating.
Yeah, that was a professional hater Trent.
Hey, now y'all been saying I've been trapping. I gotta get some way back. Gotta clear the name up over here.
So let me ask you a couple questions, Trent, because I just want to see
Awesome.
where your headset's at. All right, so can you agree, right, that if you have strong enough hockey, a blade can't cut you?
Yes.
Okay.
I do believe that.
Okay. All right. So, do you believe a blade can be blocked without being touched if you have the hockey necessities?
Yes. Okay. What's the last one I'm getting? So what you're trying to get here? Okay.
I'm just stating that because that's everything that Luffy in base form can do, right? He did it with Kaido's Kanabo, right? And we seen Blackbeard block S-Hawk's sword attack with just his arm, and it was touching his arm. It didn't cut him, though. So, who's faster? Zoro or Luffy in his base form?
In their base form?
Yeah.
Probably Luffy. Yeah, Luffy.
Yeah, and then
I'd give it to Luffy.
Okay, so we have three things that makes the sword kind of useless, right? And also the speed feat, just regular speed. I didn't even mention Future Sight, which adds to Luffy's bag already that he could do in base form. So for me, when you add up those on paper and you look at it, yes, Zoro has always been close to Luffy all through One Piece. But when Luffy stepped into the realm of gods, considering hockey-wise, that's when it starts becoming very different talk, right? It becomes a very different talk. If Luffy didn't have these extremities in hockey and its advanced forms, he would absolutely need to go Gear 5. No doubt about it. But because he stepped into that realm and Zoro hasn't, Zoro only has regular Conqueror's hockey. He only has regular armament with the additional hockey, I guess, enhancement of Enma, but we don't know what that necessarily entails, right? And then we don't really have like any observation feats. He's very durable for sure, but Luffy has fought a more durable person in his base form in Hybrid Kaido, who's also faster than Zoro, who also has all these advanced conquerors all these advanced hockey forms as well. So it's like I can't see. I know it's gonna be difficult, but I just feel like, is it really?
You made it seem like though it was gonna be an easy fight when you didn't and you really didn't make it. You said that it wouldn't even be like extreme death. I still think he needs gift. I think he needs at least Gear 2 maybe because that's Zoro going all out against Luffy, and you seriously think that it's just he just needs to sit in base though?
If I have Future Sight and I'm faster than you already in base form, why would I need to do anything else?
Tripping, bro.
No,
hold on. Why would I need? So if I have Future Sight and I can outmaneuver you and I can
his
counter
Future
you,
Sight, yeah, it's better.
You
I could say no. I guess you can't say that.
So why would so if I'm faster than you already in base form, if I have Future Sight and I could counter everything you do, and I can also not let your blade touch me because I could just block it or just hit you straight up, what would be the necessity for Gear 2? Why would I need to be faster than you when I'm already faster than you?
Man, your only problem is the fact that Luffy staying gear in base, but Sanji gets to go all out and use everything. That's the problem.
Well, Sanji,
or not Sanji, Zoro. Zoro's getting to go all out and use everything he can.
Does Zoro have
And
stronger
that's
Conqueror's Haki than Luffy?
No.
Does he have stronger armament than Luffy?
No. But like,
what are we doing?
But
I don't think base Luffy is faster than Zoro with no gears. Like, it's no gear too.
Like, I just don't think he's winning. Like, I don't think he's winning. And if he is winning, it's got to be extreme dip.
Listen,
like
I understand your immense respect for Zoro. I have the same respect. I just think that when it comes to the hockey game, if you're not on that level, you get treated like kid. And this was what I was always trying to tell people. You can specialize in a certain sword style. You can always specialize in a certain sword style. Your devil fruit could be completely hacks like Laws. But when you verse
so you just put Kid and Zoro in the same category with
no, I'm just saying when your hockey levels are not up to gear with these so-called top tier individuals with those hockey levels, you're always going to get put to a level where you get either one shot or you look really, really bad. And unfortunately, Zoro hasn't stepped into the realm just yet. Is he on the cusp? Absolutely. But he's not in that realm just yet where Luffy has to go, yo, I have to go all out or I have to go gear 2. And even if he's not faster than Zoro in base form, is Zoro really that much faster than Luffy in his base form? In my opinion, no. So what makes up for that?
Reaction speed?
Future Sight.
Listen, man.
Future Sight makes up for that. So I already have something that counters you.
I'm actually agreeing with you for this time, man.
I already have something that can counter you. So it's like, what do you do now? What more can Zoro do then?
Like,
there's no argument there.
There's a lot of arguments. I'm just not making them right now.
Okay.
Because we don't have a lot of time.
All right.
We get to the next of these calls and super chats.
I always try to tell people, bro, if you're gonna make comparisons, you gotta bring it overall into a subject using everything. You can't just be like, yo, this is my favorite character. This is how I look at this person.
Oh, he's not my favorite character.
Well, it's just like, I have so much respect for this character, but I'm gonna avoid all evidence that says that Zoro, like, even if Luffy's weak against sword attacks, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would say Blackbeard would be weak against sword attacks too. But he ended up blocking it with Haki. Like, literally, it could not pierce his skin. It could not slice his skin. Haki is the end-all, be-all of the show. If I have better Haki than you, you can't do anything to me. Literally, literally this. Law's ability is the most hacks ability probably in the show. And guess what? Kaido's Haki was too strong. He couldn't just shamble him.
Larry, whose Haki is better, Virgo's or Law's at Punk Hazard?
I would say Virgo. But hold on.
Hey, whose Haki is better?
Hold on.
So what's up?
Hold on. Again,
hold
on. Again, this is
whose Haki's better, Boa or Doflamingo?
This is where y'all try to take me out of context and be like, yo, Larry just always has to be right? This is what I'll say. Does Virgo have Conqueror's Haki?
No.
Does he know how to utilize Rio?
No.
Does he have Future Sight?
No.
Okay, so when you step into the realm of having all these advanced forms of Haki, it matters now. Because that's why Law couldn't shambles Kaido. But he could shambles Virgo.
Yeah.
And that's because Kaido has what that Virgo doesn't have. Advanced forms of Haki.
I wholeheartedly agree with what you're saying.
So
you sound like
that's
me.
The difference.
You sound like me.
That's
when
the difference.
When you reach the top tiers, Haki is all that matters.
Yeah.
But when you're not in the top tiers, and Luffy at base, I hate to break it to you, Larry, that's not a top tier.
Wait, are you saying? Hold on. Are you saying him overall is not a top tier, or his Haki is a top tier? Because his Haki is top tier.
Base Luffy, is not a top tier combatant.
What are you talking about?
He's not.
Sebastian.
He's not.
Sebastian.
He's not.
Sebastian. He has every single advanced form of Haki. How is he not top tier in his base form?
Tier. He's not.
Sorry.
Larry, he got smoked by Kaido, bro. Like, that dude got smoked. That wasn't a
All right. So the strongest dude in the show smokes Luffy in base form, and you're like,
he's
damn,
not the
yo.
strongest dude in the show. Like, he's not. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry, bro.
Yo, I hate this, bro.
Bro, if you're limiting Luffy to no gear 2, no gear 3, no gear 4, no gear 5, and it's just his hockey in base,
absolutely,
that person is not a top tier combatant.
He's not. Uses those gears to fight.
I literally don't know how to like wrap my mind about why you think that.
Because it's not. He would need to be utilizing all of his gears for me to consider him a top tier.
How, Sway?
Oh my god, bro.
All right, listen, if you disagree, that's fine. I'm telling you right now.
And this is why,
that person's not top tier.
And this is where, like, me and whoever else doesn't think hockey is just the end all be all. Like, of course, Luffy needs to utilize his hockey through his Devil Fruit. Like, he needs to be able to compete at those higher levels because his Devil Fruit is just a part of his arsenal. Mm-hmm. But if Luffy only focused on hockey, and he just trained with hockey and did everything with hockey, he'd be
But that's not the person we're talking about.
Hold on, but he stepped into the realm where he was boxing with Kaido in his hybrid form doing those things. Like, he's capable of doing that.
He boxed with Kaido for a very short period of time doing that. And Kaido was actively holding back.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Like,
again,
that's not a top tier. Kaido wasn't even performing at his apex.
Okay, so
versus that version of him.
It's like I keep saying the same thing. So again, we're not talking about Zoro being Kaido's level, right? We're talking about Zoro being Lucci's level at best right now, right? We're talking about Zoro who doesn't have those hockey levels in his arsenal. He has base Conqueror's hockey he's able to utilize, and then he has armament, probably Rio, because of Enma. And we don't even consider Enma, we don't even consider Zoro actually emitting Rio. We always give credit to Enma anyway. And if he has no future sight, he's not quicker, what does Luffy necessarily have to go into Gear 2 for? You have to respect these advanced forms of hockey. Because these lower forms of hockey, has shown that you can't slice me. You can't cut me. I can catch your sword in my hand if I so chose to. So if your Conqueror's hockey is not stronger than mine, and I could literally punch you without touching you, or I could block your sword without you touching me, and I have the ability to do so because I'm going to see it before you do it, why would I need to do anything else?
We gonna have to agree to disagree, bro.
And
we gonna have to.
It's not even hate. It's just logic. It's just logic.
We gonna have to agree to disagree, dog. Trent, we gotta get to the rest of these super chats. I don't think we're gonna be able to get any more calls in, so sorry, T-Mac. And yeah, but appreciate it, man.
Thank y'all so much for letting me give y'all that question. Sorry, Larry, it wasn't gonna go to your way today, but it just ended up that way.
I appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much, especially for all you do, man.
Yeah.
I gotta figure out how to find like how do I mail this stuff to y'all? Where do I go to get the PO?
It's in the video description of the stream. You just click on the little thing where it says we go live every Monday at 6 p.m. and it extends, and then it has like all the info for everything.
Awesome, because I've got something in the works right now.
Oh, thank you,
man.
Got
a nice present.
Thank you, bro.
Well, y'all be safe.
Yeah, you too, man. Thank you for the phone call.
Yeah.
No problem.
Have a good night.
All right, have a good one.
You too. All right, y'all too.
Sorry,
and obviously Lucci's not on Zoro's level because he held back. But what I'm saying is, it's like, yo, it's like,
it's alright, bro. It's okay.
It's
man.
like, yo, you say 2 + 2 = 4, and they be like, nah, bro. Nah, bro. Doesn't equal 4. You're just a hater.
I gotta get the super chats so we can close out.
All right.
So we got $2 from Jada Rude sitting. It says, "I'm sold on this theory. I'm all in. Take my money." I believe that is in reference to your Sunbelt theory.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Thank you, man.
We got another 50 SEK from Ruin King. It says, "It would also make sense to call him the man marked by flames if he is a fishman and is therefore a water creature. It would be an ironic title." They also, I don't know if Sunbelt does, but he could have been somebody who's been burned with the Sun Pirate stuff, but who knows?
Mm-hmm. I don't know if he would be a slave, though.
Yeah, probably not.
But he probably just got it just because.
I could totally see Roger freeing a fisherman slave, though. So I don't know. Another 5 from Off-Brand. It says the Burn Scar Man could be Don Krieg, a man capable of leading 100 ships. The Krieg family can be Celestials, someone equal to Rox and Roger. That is an insane super chat. Thank you, Off-Brand.
Stop it.
We got another 5 from Inferno Knight. What's up, y'all? What's stopping the world government from sending the 3 admirals together to take out their enemies one by one? 3 admirals are greater than any crew. 1, it would leave the whole Marine bases vulnerable.
Yeah.
If they kind of put them all together like that.
Yeah, if they got word.
Yeah. Like, say you do that to one Yonko crew and the other Yonko crews are like, LOL, I bet.
We just gonna team up and roll up to world government and just body you.
You kind of have to spread it out. You got to spread it out. Another 2 from Off-Brand. But honestly, where does current Don Krieg scale? He doesn't scale. He doesn't scale at all.
Yeah, not right now.
Yeah, it's
Crocodile.
That's disrespectful. It's super disrespectful.
No, he doesn't do Crocodile.
Yeah, I don't have a scale for him,
so
bro.
funny.
I don't have a scale for him. We got another 6 months at Warlord
Hal
status
Mebo.
from Liberty Shogun 27. Solid theory, Larry. I like the idea of a fisherman guarding the last road poneglyph. Happy birthday, Larry.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
Another 15 Australian dollars from Omzi, currently at work. I'm going to hear y'all shout me out later. I don't know if I shouted you out, Omzi, but thank you. Hashtag Akaido Top 1. Larry gets too much hate lately, bro. Leave that cutie pie alone, in my opinion. It's done, Larry. Can I please see my family now with the crying emoji? Y'all too funny, man. Another 5 from Mantis. Glad to see Larry still doing the pod on his birthday because what else he got to do? Love y'all. On behalf of everyone watching, we appreciate y'all. Thank you.
It's what would they rather be doing?
Yeah.
All right. I posted the video recently, so.
Another 2 from Jay
I shouldn't
Rude.
have posted that.
Seb want to see YSL Luffy. Usopp is Lil Woody. I feel like I love when Luffy on Black Air Force Energy. Another 10 from Questy Toasty. Do y'all think Luffy still stands no chance against Kaido 1v1? Now that he can use 4th gear without transformation, this helps him significantly stamina-wise. Hashtag Larry the Latina Snatcher. Hashtag Sebi Webby. Hashtag Marv. Yeah, I definitely think he stands a chance. Like it's going to be a high to extreme death fight for Kaido. It's just I don't think he wins it. People were saying like Luffy's cleared Kaido. I just don't think that's the case.
No, I don't think it's the case either.
Another 5 from King Pesos. It says, "Happy birthday, Larry."
Thank you.
All of you guys are so dope, and we all love the effort and dedication you guys bring. Hashtag Larry's birthday tax. Hashtag law goated with the saluting. So,
yeah, thank you guys.
Another 2 from NYC Anime Nerd. It says, "I'm sorry, I don't know what was happening," with a sad face emoji. Happy birthday with a heart.
Oh, thanks, man. Don't worry about it. Happens.
And then another 10 from Daytown. D-Tayones 31. How Larry gonna act like Zoro ain't cut Kaido? If he can cut Kaido, he can cut Luffy. Get real, my boy. Also, he blocking shots from both Big Mom and Kaido's conquest of the sea. Don't make me join a call.
Oh my god.
Hashtag logic with all caps.
Again, context matters, right? So when you say he blocked Conquest of the Sea, he didn't. It was literally 1 second before he broke a lot of bones
like a couple
and
seconds.
had to be transported away by law, right? 2, when he's fighting Kaido, Kaido let everybody hit him. Kaido didn't even know he used Conqueror's Haki until he got sliced by him, and even then, Kaido was like, yo, that was crazy. Wow. And immediately got bodied right after. If Luffy goes, yo, I'm not going to let you cut me, the same way Kaido could have been like, I'm not going to let you cut me, then Kaido stops that attack.
We did get one more super chat on this topic, $5 from SC615. It says, Larry, you're crazy. Maxed out Zoro is mopping only base Luffy. His base is not faster. Observation is outsped. Zoro is the armament master on the crew. That's all the super chats.
Armament master over Luffy?
I don't know about all that.
His observation is outsped?
All that.
So Zoro's just Sanji and him put together. Apparently, like Zoro's the captain. He's faster. He's more durable. He has the strength. Yo, he's stronger than Luffy, bro.
Oh, we got another tip from St. Louis. It says, "Happy birthday, St. Larry." Hashtag mihoy mi noi. Oh man, but that's all super chats for now.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Y'all, if you haven't already, please like the stream. It does help with the YouTube algorithm. It also helps Larry with his birthday because it is his birthday.
Yeah, like the video because it's my birthday.
Yeah,
that's it. That's the only thing I want. Thank you, Seb, for setting up everything.
Yeah.
With the guys.
Hope you enjoyed it, man.
Yeah, I did, man. That was effort, bro. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you, Marv, for producing another episode. Thank you to all of you for all the birthday wishes. Listen, man, I hope your day was as good as mine. And I hope tomorrow's as good as mine as well. Not enough thank yous. Not enough to be grateful for. I'm just grateful for everything. You know, the pod is grateful for everything. Yeah, I don't even know what else to say. I'm just, you know, relishing the moment right now.
Diamonds are forever.
Yeah, just relishing the moment. Yeah, I don't even know what to say.
Well, happy birthday, bro.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Well, other than that, guys, listen, my name is Larry,
Seb,
Lionel, and Lawrence, and this is that One Piece Talk. I hope you guys enjoy your night. Jana!